Hello everybody and welcome, it's your boy Logic and we're here with the Polish 2v2 Warhammer World Championships. So thank you very much here to Mr. Grombrindle and also Mr. For Poland here for sending in both of their games. It would be really nice. We're going to go through all of the semi-finals and we're going to go through the finals here today, so it should be pretty fun in general. So how's everybody doing today? Welcome Mr. Human Boy, how are we doing? Grombrindle, Zypher, and also we have For Poland here in the chat, as well as Chris and CJ. How are you all doing? How's everyone doing today? So what we need to do here is get a little bit of a screen blocker up, I believe. Let's go here with this one. Perfect. Just so we can't see what's going to be coming forward. So I hope we're all doing really well. I did see the Beastmen and Lizardmen trailer. I saw all of it there indeed. It was good fun. Right, so we're going to have a semi-final one here with For Poland. And it looks like it's going to be, it looks like it's going to be up against Suave. And another Son of the Mountains, which is going to be Virtus. And we are going to have Intermummers as well. So let's watch that replay here. We'll see here who's going to be on both sides, and then we'll sort out the top. So I don't know if we have Grombrindle or whether we have For Poland here in the chat. I'm not sure if this was best of threes in the semis or if it was best of fives. But here this is going to be For Poland up against Suave. So maybe we'll put those in the top here. What we'll do is we'll remove this image. And we'll go with here. We'll have Suave on this side. That's Suave. Lovely. And then they'll be playing here up against Mr. For Poland. So I believe there's two here from Sons of the Mountains, and then we're obviously going to be having Suave from RTK. That should be pretty fun. Be pretty good indeed. Perfect. There we go. So, as we can see here, let's sort out. I was playing a little bit earlier there in Mr. Human Boy's tournament. But we are going to be having the Empire here and the Tomb Kings from, it looks like, I believe, Tomb Kings also on Suave's side. And over here, we are going to be fighting up against the Dawi and the High Elves. After the Dwarfs announcement, DLC lost all its... Yes, indeed, Mr. For Poland. This was a best of 5. Fantastic. So this is going to be a best of 5. And in the final then there'll be, I assume, a best of 5 as well then. So for the Empire, we are going to have Marcus Wolfhart. He's going to be here on foot. He will be having the Hunter's Snare, fleet-footed, and coming in all that good stalk and the good stuff. He doesn't have as much range as, say, a Lith and Nar, but he does have 180 range and 459 armor-piercing bonus first large shots as well. But he's going to be very good here indeed. In the front line for the Tomb Kings, we're going to be having lots of skeleton warriors here, as well as the very nice skeleton spearmen. So lots of cheap chaff here in the front to really aid. For the back line, we'll be having the Chosen of the Gods, as well as a Bone Giant. Very good there for the backline range. Bone Giant will having the 625 armor piercing, bonus first large shots, as well as that good magic ammunition with the very nice Kepler Guard. So Kepler Guard very good with that magic damage as well, coming through with all those brilliant stats. For the Lord's Choice here, we'll be having Setcher the Imperishable here on a Kitty Cat, and he will be having a few items with the Blessed Braid of Petra, as well as the Wrath of Petra, Incantation of Protection, Incantation of the Third Blades, Crown of Nehekara, Unyielding Will, and also the Breath of Dead. In the backside here, we are going to have 3 units of the Helmstorm rocket batteries. Looks like some Spearmen and some Halberdiers as well. Make that 4 units of the Helmstorm rocket batteries. I apologise. So that's a build indeed. The backline artillery is going to be from the Empire. Mid pocket is going to be from the very nice Tomb Kings. Frontline cheap Tomb Kings here with a Grey Wizard, which looks like he has Enfeebling Foe and Pendulum. And then looks like a backline of the anti-large armor piercing from the Halberdiers. So from For Poland and the crew, we are going to be here with some Dwarf Warriors and some Rangers in the middle pocket. Some very good, great weapons as well for the armor piercing. Miners with blasting charges here as well. More rangers, more blasting charges, more dwarf warriors. So we're going to have some more great weapons and some more quarrelers here in the back as well. So we're going pretty cheap here on the infantry, but still going to do a very good job here up against the Empire and up against the Tomb Kings. In the middle pocket, we are going to have some anti-large spearmen. Very good here for the High Elves. Very good there with that 50 melee defense. They certainly hold very well. Archers here in the back, nice and cheap as well, because they're going super cheap and wide here. And we're going to have those very good Eagle Claw bolt throwers with the anti-large shots. And we'll also be having the Mage of Life here with some Rangers in the back with the Lord choice here today, which will be the Naked Lord from, I believe this is for Poland. And here in the sky, we are going to be having the lovely Imbric. Imbric is going to be phenomenally expensive, coming in with the Star Lance, as well as the Dragon Horn, which is a map-wide effect at plus 24 melee attack and can cause fear. And we'll also be having the Lord of Dragons, Star Dragon Breath, and Terror, and all the other good bits and bobs. Alright, let's hop into this. So as I was going to be kicking it off, looks like they are going to push towards each other. This could be a little bit of an artillery off to begin with. We do have 480 range for the Hellstorm Rocket Battery. And this is going to be MP Crossroads, I believe, is the map. Particularly flat here, as you can see. There's literally going to be nothing else going on here in the map. No terrain to take effect. This artillery could be very, very painful here for the Dowie crew. They're going to be holding strong. They're going to be holding firm. Let's just skip on here a little bit. I actually haven't seen any of these replays. How you doing, Down Under? Hope you're doing well, buddy. First replay was sent by me. I'm with my friend playing TK. Oh, you're TK Empire. Okay. Okay. Suave's team is called the Council Guard. Perfect. We'll be putting that in a moment then. So we'll just move on here a little bit. Looks like there is going to be some shots coming in now. And they are certainly going to be raining fire. So really good work. I did actually mention there's going to be a cannon in here in the middle for the Dowie. As you can see, Marcus Wolfhart will be coming forward. He certainly has some decent range for himself. We can't quite see an aura for him, but he has 180 range. So now he's going to be shooting to the front line here. He's going to be connecting with the miners with blasting charges. As we can see, coming over is going to be Imbric here on his Star Dragon. But 4 units of the Hellstorm rocket batteries going off here. They're not super duper accurate, but when they do hit, the explosions can certainly cause lots of damage. Shots going in the back. It looks like a lot actually going to be hitting the cannon. Some good work going down there as well. So it looks like a lot of the fight is going to be focusing down this cannon. Get rid of this cannon here nicely in the pocket and you can do pretty good stuff. Shots are going to be going down and trying to hit the Dwarf Warriors with great weapons. Unfortunately here for the Empire, the Hellstorm rocket batteries are not that accurate. They do struggle here just a little bit, but it's like it's going to be a bit of an artillery off to begin with. So we'll just skip through this a little bit. Looks like the shots are going to be going into the back. And here, I think a little bit late, they're going to be realizing here on the side of the High Elves and the Dowie that they're probably not going to win that engagement. Shots coming in the back here. Looks like they are going to be targeting on the Eagle Claw Bolt Thrower as well. And here we go. They are moving towards each other more very correctly here indeed. As we can see in the front here, we are going to have some Huntsmen shooting into the miners with blasting charges. Want to get rid of as many of those blasting charges as you can. As the shots still going to be getting traded left, right, and center. So we have lost one of the cannons. And here we go. The Kitty Cat is going to be in the front, charging into the miners with blasting charges. Shots coming in from the Rangers and Quarrelers, I think. No, double Rangers here. So Incantation of Protection going down. It's a very large hitbox. He only has 95 armor. Not massive here on the Kitty Cat, considering he's just so large. A lot of those shots are going to hit. So RNG with those dice rolls meaning probably quite a lot of those will connect here. Shots going down in the front here against the blasting charges. You don't mind those skellies taking the punch there. Maybe a bit of a dart in and out here could be quite nice. As you can see, blasting charges in range. They are going to be going down and they have absolutely decimated the formation here of the skeletons. The only thing that does keep them alive here, those silver shields can be handy and protect themselves just a little bit against those blasting charges, but they're certainly going to be getting hurt from that. Shots still going back here. Looks like we have lost an Eagle Claw Bolt Thrower. Well, looks like we're going to be losing the second one as well, which means the artillery will be winning here from the side of the Empire. Looks like here Suave and Co are going to be pushing in with Imbric. Imbric's taking a lot of damage here so far. I didn't actually see where the castle was. The castle was the High Caster, right? No, Life Caster has regrowth in Earthblood. Okay, that castle's going to be a little bit far away. It's also going to be on foot, which is really dangerous in my opinion. Having a Life Caster on foot when you have someone like Imbric, if she gets caught and gets pushed out, it can be very, very dangerous. But here in the middle pocket, defending themselves really well. The Skellies have pushed forward. They're certainly not going to win here in these engagements, but what I'll do is allow your back line to win the game for you. As you can see, you're going to get some shots in the back here from the Chosen. We are going to have the Halberdiers coming forward to help with that AP here against the Dawi. Shots going down the pipeline here, and yeah, it looks like, yep, we have lost the Eagle Claws. Very, very good work. Looks like the Dawi crew have come back in the very backside, and it's just going to be a burning head or a pendulum. Ooh, excellent pendulum here, going straight down on the timing here for the Spearmen, and also going to be breaking up against the Rangers. Pendulum fantastic here in this matchup, especially up against the Dawi. Very, very tightly packed. Even though they have that magic resistance, can really get wrecked with that AP. Shots going down here, going to be hitting up against the Huntsman from those very, very lovely Rangers, also from those Archers as well. Shots on the Helmstorm rocket battery still going to be coming forward here. All four still on and going, as well as that Bone Giant. I'm not really too sure what that Bone Giant is targeting. Let's get a little focus here on him. Where's he going to be going for? So he's going to be targeting... Oh, he's going to be targeting the Dragon. So it's going to be trying to track and predict where Imric is going here on the Star Dragon. Not quite getting away with it. Balance of power going to be pretty even. It's going to be 1.5 here for the team of Suave and 1,000 here for Poland. Big shots are going to be going down in the front. It's like a lot of the backline range is going to be holding here from the Dawi though, and also the High Owls, but the front line, yeah, 50-50 here, could really go either way. It all comes down to whether this backline can trade effectively enough. Big shots there going into the Quarrelers. A lot of this now is going to start feeling the pressure. Look at those Helmstorm rocket batteries, actually going to get in that 2-for-1 value there. Considering the random fire can either be excellent by accident, or it can also be terrible. So you see 1, 2, 3 still shooting here on I1 is going to be backing off here, very expertly being dropped off of the very, very nice artillery, just so they can help zone out and protect themselves against the Dwarfs. If they do get rid of these Dwarf Warriors here in the middle, Dragonhorn actually affecting the Dawi. I am super surprised that does affect, because why doesn't normally work like that? But the Dragonhorn being an item means it does actually affect the Dwarf Warriors in the front line. So get these very heavily armored, good melee defense, Dawi with some AP, with some hitting as well. That's very interesting indeed to see. That's actually going to make miners pretty damn strong as well. Here we are going to be having, it looks like, some Dwarf Warriors fighting up against Section Imperishable. One thing I'm very surprised to see here from the Dawi is we're going to see no Slayers. No Slayers is always a dangerous one. It's always a dangerous game to play. Shots here really coming into the Archers as well. Spears coming into the front line from the Empire. Over here, we look like we have utilized some full ammunition here. 32 kills from the Chosen of the Gods. Now I'm going to be fighting up against those Dwarf Warriors. Balance of power is super even here. Shots still going down, really trying to kick here up against this backline range. It's now starting to take effect here on the Empire. We've pretty much lost in the entirety of the front line of the Tomb Kings. We have one Chosen of the Gods at the front here. We also have the Kippergard, which just have the incantation of the Cursed Blades. But they are going to be struggling here just a little bit. Pouring into the back now is going to be the Dwarf Warriors, as well as the Miners with blasting charges. Huntsmen are going to try and shoot what they can. They actually have 36 speed, so they can get away here from these Miners and kite them just a little bit. Shots still going to be going down in the back here, so they have broken some Archers and Dwarf Warriors wavering here as well. We are going to be having the Rune Lord coming through with the Rangers as well, really trying to punch through into this middle side of the pocket. Shots are going to be coming in the back. Lovely hits going here up against the very nice Miners. There's still so many shots pouring in the back here. So much range here from the Dawi as well as the Archers. Now, I believe 12 is the maximum in total for range you can bring in banner rolls normally. I don't know how many you can do here in this game. I don't think you can bring 24. That seems a little bit absurd. But maybe 18, something like that seems sensible. But here in the pocket, we are going to be having the lovely Cetra here, fighting up against the Lord, and Cetra will certainly slam this Lord. He has been terrified and pushed off, and this could be... Oh, he's been netted as well. Wolfric is going to be netting him, and that's some fantastic stuff that will allow Cetra to come through and slap for sure. Cetra's not doing too much at the moment. I'd like to see Cetra get in an attack animation. Looks like that net was weighted. I don't know if this is a bit of a bug, but he hasn't done anything, which is quite interesting. Looks like here in the sky, Imric is still going to be flying strong. He's going to have 1.8k left. Looks like we have run out of ammunition here for the Helmstorm rocket battery crews. We are going to be losing the magic here from the Empire. The Grey Wizard has gone down, fighting up against these Dwarf Warriors. Maybe try and see if we can get this cannon crew over here to help deal with some of the Dawi coming through to the front line. Kippergard are just going to be dying here in the background. They could certainly use a bit of support for sure. Here we are going to have Marcus Wolfhard that has run out of ammunition here. He's going to have 4 left out of all of his ammunition. He's still been shooting it all game long against the very nice Imric, who's now going to be very close to his ammunition. Very close to his healing cap. God, I'm losing myself already. Game 1. But this is very, very intense here. Looks like the Dawi are going to be winning. Balance of power is going to be going into their favour. Yeah, and there we go. That is going to be army losses. And a good win here for the RTK, Suave, and crew. Perfect, Mr. 4-Opponent. If you want to... one teammate can bring 12 range and the second can bring 12 range too. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, nice win there. Nice win. So let's pop in through to the end. So it's going to be 101 kills. So there for 1,100 for Setra for Mr. 4-Poland. So it's going to be 2 to the Son of the Mountains boys. And I don't know who this is. I don't know who this is. But Setra will have 1.1 here for the front line. Looks like 180, 120. Skelly's really struggled against those blasting charges. There wasn't really enough there to tank the blasting charges, I don't think. I think Setra maybe had to get involved and maybe try and take some of those blasting charges. But 1.5 here for the Chosen and 2,600 here for the Bone Giant. So for the Son of the Mountains Virtuous, we are going to be having 80 kills for 960. Looks like for the Grey Wizard, we are going to get 830. 190 here for the Spears, 200. And for the Halberdiers, 220 and 244 with 280. For the Huntsman, 400 and 600. For the Hailstorm Rocket Batteries, 1.2, 2,040, 1,086, and 1,130. Just showing how random it can really be. Sometimes you can get lots. Sometimes you can get, you know, not quite so much. GG, game 1 for dude. Setra standing still really hurt the TKA. Yeah, I think... What do you mean in that glitch moment? Oh yeah, no problem there, Mr. Human Boy. It looks like he's going to be going forward here for Suave for the RTK. But for RTK, 300, 250, 270, 340 for the blasting charges. So 300, 700, 140, 100, 270 for the Dwarf Warriors. And the ones with the great weapons, 360 and 150. With 800 here for the last one. Sorry. So we are going to have 780, 850, 720 for the Rangers with 1,042, with the Chorus getting 860 and 870, with the Cannons getting 660. Here for the High Owls, we got 1,880 for Imric, nothing for the Major Life, 200, 400, 255, and 450 for the Spears, 100 for the Rangers, and for the backline range, nothing, 1,000, nothing, and 1,000, 400, and 200 here for the Eagle Claw Bolt Throwers. Let's get our nice picture up again, just so you guys don't see what's coming forward. So that was game 1. We're now going to be going through to game 2. If we do hop in here. It looks like it's going to be swapped around now. So it looks like we're going to have 4-Poland here on the left-hand side, with it looks like the Undead and Skaven with Vampire counts. And we're also going to be having Dark Elves and Chaos here on the right-hand side for the RTK crew. Right, let's pause here. So we are going to be on MP Blue Reach River. So let's get a little look here on the score. So scores on the doors. We are going to swap this around, so what we'll do is we'll go scoreboard here, properties, 1-0 here for Suave team over here. You said they were called the Council. We'll just put Suave over here. Like so. We know that it's Suave's team then. And then here on the left, we'll be having 4-Poland, just so nobody gets confused. But yeah, 4-Poland and also Grombrino. If you guys want to send forward your rules and you want to see them in further tournaments, feel free to send them through for a bit of analysis. If we like them here, of course, we'll use them. if you want to share them, that is. If you want to share them. So it is going to be 1-0 here to Team Suave. And as we can see here, let's quickly pop over with the team in the lead. So looks like here we're going to be having the red dots here. So we are going to be having in the sky the Supreme Sorceress of Fire. She'll be having the Burning Head and Fireball. We'll also be having some Chaos Marauders in the front line. Looks like some more Chaos Marauders. And we're going to have Prince Sigvold. Sigvold just having the Auroric Armor and nothing else, making him super cheap. We're also going to be having the Chaos Sorcerer of Metal coming in with the Final Transmutation and Searing Doom. So more Chaos Marauders here. Also in the trees, we're going to be having some Dark Riders Repeater Crossbows, 2 units of those. And that's why we are going to have some Scorch Runner Chariots. Scorch Runner Chariots are some of the best here you can offer for the Dark Elves, in my opinion, with some more Chaos Chariots here in the pocket as well from the Chaos. Now, if we do in the back, I'm not too sure. So, whilst we're over here, in the back, looks like we have some Vanguarded Direwolves. But over here on the right-hand side, we are going to have some Harpies, some Marauder Horsemen, and some Horse Masters. And over here, it's a little bit spread for these forces, but we are going to be having some Marauder Horsemen here and some Horse Masters. So nice, very nice skirmish cavalry with some Harpies. And over here in the forest, we'll have some more Chaos Chariots. And we'll be having some more Dark Riders Repeater Crossbows. Everything here is going to be put into the trees just to try and conceal their movements. So a lot of the blob here coming from the blue and also the yellows. We're going to have some zombies in the front line with some skeleton warriors. Nice wide chaff here in the front, supported by a naked banshee. We're also going to be having some more zombies with the Deathmaster Snickage. So Deathmaster Snickage here in the pocket will be having the Deathmaster Sigil, Slippery, and the Cloak of Shadows. Very nice with that Weeping Blades and all his other good items. So we'll have some Skaven Slaves here in the pocket, some Warclop Giselles, as well as the Rattling Guns, some more Wartlops, some Poison Wind Mortars. We are going to have the Sternsman Graveguard here in the back, so this is where it's going to start getting expensive. Clam Rats here, as well as the Avalanche Mortars. Very good, lots of armor piercing there, 404 armor piercing missile strength. Skeleton Spears with some more Clam Rat Spears and some Dire Wolves. Blood Knights here in the trees with some more Skeleton Spears. So lovely build in general here. It should be interesting. I think off the rip here, I'm probably going to be favouring the living side, I think. Cool. Alright, we'll change that now. So you can just see what 4 Poland said there. So he said he's called the Council Guard. Council Guard. Let's rearrange that. So we're going to be having the Council Guard here. And then for Poland's team, what did you say for Poland's team was called? Let's copy that. And then we'll chuck that here as well. Perfect, let's get into it. So the Fire Sorceress is going to be coming forward. Deathmaster Snickage is going to be dropping as well. I actually didn't see who the Lord was here. So we are going to have Isabella von Karstein. So Isabella will be having... I'll get onto her. We are going to be having the Blood Chalice, as well as the Master of Beguilement, Red Fury, Raise the Dead, Dance Macabre, and Invocation of the Heck. So we do move forward here. There is going to be some shots coming in from the right-hand side. Fireball going down as well. So it is going to be hitting up against the Warlock Giselles. Looks like here the very nice Plague Priest is going to be coming back and forward. So it's going to be a charge here in the front up against Deathmaster Snickage and the zombies, trying to get as much free value here as they possibly can. So if we now play it normally, in the back here we are going to be having the Chaos starting to come around the back here with those Dark Rider shields. And some good shots here coming into the Chaos Chariots as well from the Warlock Giselles. Good armor piercing from them, pretty accurate in general, and fast shooting. Here looks like we are going to have the Skirmish Cavalry as well as the Chariots getting into position. Shots are going to be going down into the Supreme Sorceress of Fire. Fireball's going to be going into the Banshee. A lot of those here are going to be in the forest, not particularly doing too much. Looks like it is going to be advancing now. Looks like here in the pocket we are going to have the lovely heavy armored Chaos Chariots, which have been reduced by 50% thanks to Deathmaster Snicketch. Looks like they were charging here into the front line up against the zombies. You've never seen Snicketch look after some zombies just so well. So in the back, looks like we have broken the Chaos Chariots. As you can see, one model already gone down. They will be returning, but they'll certainly get pushed back for now. Shots are going to be coming down in the front line up against the Chaos Marauders. I think that's a bit of a waste for the Warlock Giselle ammunition. You probably want to be popping that into some more armored targets if you can. In the back, the Marauder Horsemen are trying to get into the back here. Looks like it's going to be getting screened out by the dire pack walls. They certainly don't want to get shot if they can help it. Looks like the Plague Priest is coming over. Maybe a couple of summons as well. Could be quite handy. Let's get a look here at the Plague Priest. He's going to be having Vermintide and Pestilence Birth. So 2 summons there of the Clan Rats and also the very nice Plague Monks. Over the top, we are going to have the Harpies. Now starting to get a nice big surround here as well. Harpies popping onto the back, trying to get involved and shut down the Warlock Giselles. Very nice work from them. There's some pretty good AP as well, so they can do some good work as long as they kill a couple of models. They've certainly done their job. Charge in the back here from the Dark Rider Shields. Isabella's coming in to assist as well. Shots coming in the back here from the Rattling Guns with their very nice suppress, just slowing down here up against the Harpies. Avalanche Mortars could do with shooting here, maybe into the Mortal Horse Masters. So they are going to be shooting in the front, and the shots here are going to be going straight down to the zombies and hitting up against the Chaos Marauders. Warlock Giselles are going to be dropping, and so are the Poison Wing Globes. There's lots of chaff here to absorb what's coming forward. Shots now going into the Marauder Horsemen. Very good work here from the armor-piercing Rattling Guns. Blood Knights going from left to right. Looks like they're coming over here to help screen. Yeah, so they're going to be over here to aid as well, as we do see Prince Sigvald coming through to try and fight here up against the nice Belled Plague Priest. Deathmaster Snicketch is pretty close. I'm surprised he's not going to be assisting here just a little bit. Looks like he is going to be chasing... Oh, coming after the Sorceress of Metal. Very good. If you can take out the Sorcerer of Metal, that could be very nice. Deathmaster Sigil could go down here, pin him into shape. Big hit's going down. Negative armor by 50% now on him. He certainly might be going down pretty quickly here. So what's going in this pocket? Looks like Master Beguilment going down on Prince Sigvald, putting down to just 30 melee attack. In the back, looks like we do have the dire pack walls, shutting down some Dark Riders. Good anti-large doggos there in the back. They're good boys indeed. Shots are going to be taking down the Dark Riders here, with some Harpies coming in to really try aid. Over here in the front, looks like we do have some Chaos Chariots really trying to get involved. They have been broken. Anti-large Blood Knight is going to be aiding, and also some Poison Wing Globes have been trapped here as well. In the trees, we still have the Scourge Runner Chariots. They haven't been too involved yet. I would like to see them get a little bit more involved. But here it looks like Warlock Giselle is going to be shooting up against the Supreme Sorceress of Fire. What else is going down here? So some Harpies in the back. One has broken. The other is just about stabilizing. Some Horse Masters as well. Trying to stabilize here. Lots of damage going on those. Very still here is going to be the Dire Pack Walls. Lots here to micro for these players. But a lot of the fights here are going to be going on in the trees. It's very difficult to see here what's going on, but it looks like here we have some summons of the Plague Monks with Dance Macabre going down on them, which are going to be aiding fighting here against Prince Sigvald. That has been broken. Balance of power here going into the Pack Hawk cohort's favour. Prince Sigvald hasn't shattered yet, which is quite surprising. Negative 45 leadership from him. Shots going down on the Chaos Marauders. Very lightly armoured, but they do have those bronze shields. They can certainly negate some of the missiles coming through, but not everything. Shots now have broken some of the Horse Masters, etc. We still have some very still Dark Riders in the back. As we can see, we do actually have the Murderous Prowess going off, but a lot of the forces are going to be over in this direction. I haven't really seen the Dark Riders with the repeater crossbows getting really too involved yet. Scourge Runners also particularly not doing too much. I'd like to see them get a little bit more involved here in the forces. You can see a lot of the Chaos Infantry has been punished, when a lot of the skirmish here from the elves, it really hasn't got too highly involved. Shots trying to go down here on the Master Supreme Sorceress. Apologies. Looks like here in the side Not too much else going on. Skeleton Spear is going to be holding. Banshee is going to be at its healing cap. Poison Gloves are also going to be throwing. Pestilence Breath here going down to aid with the Chaos Marauders. A lot of the infantry has been taken care of here. So there's going to be some Warlock Giselle shooting here in the forest up against the Scourge Runner Chariots. Probably able to skip on here. There's not really too much going on. Just going to be a little bit of kiting here in the beginning up against the Clan Rats. Pushing away using the Blood Knights, pretty close to the healing cap as well. Just trying to screen out against these Horse Masters. Horse Masters will be able to shoot in return. So a little bit of a problem here, as you can see now, we are going to have the Scourge Runners getting involved, but unfortunately they're going to be the only entities getting involved. There's no infantry to aid their movement, so they're going to be getting shot here by the Warlock Giselles, also getting shot by the Poison Wind Mortars, the Rattling Guns, and they have pretty large hitboxes here on top of their chariots. They are very, very good looking chariots, but they're very large indeed and very easy to shoot. And now they have no other infantry support, they're going to find it very difficult to get into this back pocket without taking tremendous damage. So there's going to be Invocation and Heck on the Blood Knights. And over here, lots of skirmish going to be standing on top of each other. I'd love to see like a nice breath spell going down here. That'd be fantastic. Rattling Guns in the trees are going to be shooting here up against the Horsemen. Horsemen are certainly taking a lot of damage. Balance of power really shifting now into the Undead and Skaven favour. So a lot of the fights are going to be going over in this direction. So a lot of the Chaos Chariots and such have taken some punishment here, and a lot of the skirmish really hasn't done too much, unfortunately. Shots trying to hit Isabella von Carstein, so it's going to be a shatter here from the Chaos. Is that going to be a map-wide shatter? Doesn't quite look like it, but it looks like it's going to be pretty close. Lord is dead, so it looks like we did actually lose Sigfold there. Shots are going to be hitting up against the Blood Knights. Everything here has broken. There's going to be some healing going down on the Dire Pack walls as well. They could be very good at taking care of the very nice Dark Rider repeater crossbows. These boys are going to come through there very quick. They are super duper quick. So they have hopped onto the very lightly armored Dark Rider repeater crossbows. Shots going down here on the Isabella von Carstein. Not too much engagement going on here, so it's just going to be a lot of skirmishing here from the Chaos and the Dark Elves. It looks like here we are going to be breaking using the Dark Riders. They have broken now thanks to the very large anti-large to the Dire Pack walls. Looks like here we have shattered using the other Horse Masters. I think it's going to be 2 units of Horsemen left. Yeah, 1 Horseman, 1 Horse Master. The other one has broken. Just came back there on the edge of the map there. So we will having 3 left for Chaos and nothing else. These Scourge Runner Chariots can't really get close enough. They do have 150 range, but they haven't been able to get close enough here to really affect the pocket. But as you can see, there's not really going to be too much left here ammunition-wise. Looks like the Avalanche Mortars are going to be coming into melee combat. Don't see that very often. Looks like here the Dire Pack walls are also going to be struggling. So here we go. So we have some Dark Riders in the back. They didn't particularly do too much. I think they're not sure what's going on here with the Dark Elf player. Not quite understanding the strategy here. We do have some Dark Riders in the back as well. Maybe just waiting to see if the Harpies, maybe they can get a full attack together here. Not too sure. Fireball there is going to be hitting the Banshee. Nice hit there on the Banshee. That will be putting it into wavering status. It's going to be here just on 11 leadership. A lot of these are going to be meeting up and hitting on the same side rather than multiple sides. Yeah, I'm not really too sure. The shot's going to be going in the sky here against the Supreme Sorceress. Still lots of ammunition here from the Rattling Guns. Going to be having 3 volleys left here. Balance of power here, super close for the undead. We still have some of those Globadiers coming in. Oh, very nice fireball on Deathmaster Snicketch. He's going to be using the Blood Chalice on himself, coming in from the lovely Isabella. So the lovely Blood Chalice there. A couple of attacking breaks here. Well, I say couple, quite a lot. Quite a lot of breaking in the attacking rule here on this side. So I think we're just going to continuously skip here because there's just a tremendous amount of breaking the rules here. There we go. There's some shots coming through. There's not really much to say, actually. Sorry, guys. I wish I could give you more to comment on this. There's not much to say. There's just a skirmish here. They're going to be shooting here. Looks like into the Plague Priest, which is a pretty good target. Anti-large, take care of that Winter Magic. They're going to try and bring this back. I really don't think there is much. It's going to shatter here for the Harpies. The Supreme Sorceress really can't get shot. So there we go. There's going to be a bit of shooting from the rattling guns here into the Scorcher and Chariots. The more they fire as well and don't get the damage value in return, the further it's going to push balance of power as well, because that ammunition there is going to solidify their value essentially according to the game. So we're very quickly going to be pushing into army lost territory here. Shots going to be going down into the pocket still, getting pushed here. It looks like the Avalanche Mortars have been caught by the Scourge Runners, which is quite interesting. The Avalanche Mortar is going to go into melee combat. They are going to get recharged and caught here by the 3. There's not much left going on here. In the back, looks like we have some Skeleton Spears that were left behind and some Clam Rats as well. Looks like the Scourge Runners are coming into melee combat. They're going to take a couple of hits. Balance of power is super close here. It's just going to be the Dark Elves against. Looks like there's enough shots going here in the front to do enough damage value here to keep the game going. I'm surprised this is not army losses just yet. Still lots of value here coming from these Dark Riders. Shots still going in up against the good weapon teams though. That is going to help. Weapon teams very expensive here for Skaven. And there we go. It is going to be a close victory. Also, Zypher, this map was the one on Tauren's faction war. Oh, okay. Yeah, it was a good win over here. Yeah. No, I was on the right hand side here. It was broken on the right hand side a little bit for Suave and the crew. I was on 2 times speed, right? So when they were going with their Scourge Runners, they were at least, what they were doing is they were like attacking, and then they were dropping for about 10 seconds, 15 seconds, and then coming back in and attacking again. So like, you know, there's like constant 10 to 15 seconds of time. Like it was fine from Full Poland and the crew. It was fine from them. So here from the Council Guard, we're going to go with RTK Suave, 250 here for Prince Sigvold, 1,000, 100, 100. Yeah, not too much from the front line, a little bit unsupported here from Suave's side of things. 12 went through with the infantry, and that was when the perfect time would have been to get the Dark Warrior repeater crossbows in, as well as the Scourge Runners to get that nicer value where you can. But unfortunately that synergy wasn't quite there in that middle stage. We're also going to have 220, 300, 55, and 150 from the Chaos Chariots. 150, 280, 420, and 100 for the Marauder Horsemen. 1,050 and 120 from the Horse Masters. Here as well, from the Dark Elves, we are going to be having 2,900 for the Supreme Sorceress. Some very nice fireballs there on the Banshee. We're also going to be having 300 for the Dark Riders, 600, 250, 650, and 260 here for the Repeater Crossbows. 1,850 from the Scourge Runners, 860, 1,150, and 1,500 from the Scourge Runner Chariots as well. 260, and also 515 here from the Harpies. So for full Poland, we are going to be getting 401 from Isabella, 450 from the Banshee, and it looks like Skeleton Spears 350, nothing and nothing. 21 here from the Sternsman, 1,400 from the Blood Knights, 550 and 1,400 here from the Dark Pact Wolves. Excellent stuff. That's the most I think I've ever seen them get. 1,800 from Deathmaster, 700 here from the Plague Priest. Looks like a Clan Rats 350. 280 as well. 550, 1,100 from the Poison Wind Globes, with 1,880 from the Rattling Guns. 970, 1,360 from the Wartlops, with 1.5 here from the Avalanche Mortars, for 122 kills. Hopefully that makes sense for you, Grumbrindle. Hopefully that makes sense for you. Yeah, I just put the sign up so you guys can't see. Yeah, good stuff for 4 Polands indeed, Michael, indeed. So let's pop through to game 3 here. I've got the picture up here so you guys can't see what's coming forward. Alright, so let's get rid of this here. We are going to be having 4 Poland with the Lizardmen and the Darwi here as well on this side of the Pok Hopak. And here for the Cancel Guard, we are going to be having Wood Elves and Greenskin. So very good, interesting stuff here. Right, let's pause up. Ooh, that's a very high Vanguard there from the Greenskins. So let's go through here and change the scores. So the scores on the doors are going to be 1 apiece. So if we go here, perfect. So we'll go through quickly here with the army breakdown. So for the Greenskins, we're going to have some nasty Skulkers, Night Goblins as well in the front line. I'm sure they're going to be the Fanatic variants with some more nasty Skulkers. So nice and wide. Some Daka line in the back with the Rusty Arrows, as well as coming in with the Night Goblin Archers with that very nice Poison. We are going to have some more nasty Skulkers, as well as some Goblin Wolf Rider Archers, nice and cheap here. So some nice stuff there. Is this going to be the ROR Wolves? Yes, we are going to have the Moon Howlers. So we don't see the Moon Howlers very often. I do like them quite a bit. They are going to be the ROR. They have 92 speed, and they come with Fear, which is also quite nice. Them having Fear means they can't be pushed off by it. Here in the trees, we are going to be having the Orc Shaman and Grom the Paunch. So let's get inside here. We are going to be having the Orc Shaman on foot. He will be having Brain Buster and the Gaze of Mork. And here in the trees as well, we are going to be having Grom, who will be having the Lucky Banner and Language of the Boys. So balance of power here is already going to be favouring the Council Guard side, which is quite interesting. We are going to be having 2,480 here for those against 1,500. So for the Wood Elves, we are going to be having the Glade Riders, 2 units in the trees. We're also going to be having the Waze Stalker and lots here in the trees as well. So we're going to be having the Eternal Guards here, lots of units of those. And we're also going to be having the Glade Guard, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units of Glade Guard in the trees here. 2 Waste Stalkers, both coming with the Arrows of Kurnos, of course. And here in the trees we'll be having some more Glade Riders to support the nice range here from the Goblin Wolf Riders. So from the Lizardmen, we are going to see some Skink Cohort Javelins. Looks like at least a couple of these on each side. In the front, we will be having the Saurus Warriors with shields, very nice, with the double Bastillodon solar engines, very good here, 140 armor, super tanky. Legion of Jaquar as well to help protect them. The Legion of Jaquar surprisingly have Primal Instincts as well, but they are going to have the Shield of Jaquar there for that 44% missile resistance. We're also going to have Lord Mazdamundi. He will be having the Ruination of Cities, Banishment, Shield of the Old Ones, Apotheosis, Harmonic Convergence, Cold-Blooded, Sunburst Standard of Exotl with the Greater Arcane Conduit, and Rolling Skies. We'll be having some more Skink Cohort Javelins here as well, and that looks to be it for the forces. We are also going to have the last unit of Saurus Warriors. For the front, we're going to have some Longbeards, very good, very durable. Miners with blasting charges with some Longbeards as well, quite a few of those. 2 units of the Thunderers and the Iron Drakes in the middle. For the Lord Choice, we'll be having the Rune Lord, and the Rune Lord's coming with quite a few items. Let's have a look here. So the Rune Lord is going to be having, okay, this is very interesting. So we looks like we have the Master Rune of Negation. Looks like we have the Master Rune of Wrath and Ruin. The Gatekeeper's Belt, which I'm not a personal fan of. The reason being it's this only works when you only get 33% damage resistance when he drops below 20% HP. Now, if he does do that, which it is possible, if he does do that, you're probably looking at a pretty dire situation anyway. But it looks like you have the Rune of Hearth and Home, very good for that immune to psychology, and you're also going to have the Master Rune of Grugni. Now, Master Rune of Grugni, I'd rather trade out the gate here and put him on his anvil than actually have the belt. So very interesting forces here from both sides. Let's play and see what we have on the cards. Shots are going to be coming in the front line here, straight up against the Night Goblins from the very, very nice Bastiladon Solar Engines. How are we doing, Sergeant Spaghetti? How are we doing, buddy? Yes, Thoric Ironbrow. Hopefully here going to be the new Dowie Lord here for all of us Dowie fans. Quite a lot of the units here are going to be in the trees. It is going to prevent a lot of the skirmish cavalry here from getting involved and doing the damage. Flame is going to be going down the front here and doing lots of damage here up against these lightly armored Night Goblins. I believe they're Fanatic counterparts. Yes, so they are going to be the Fanatics here in the front. Also Fanatics going through the miners with blasting charges and the Longbeards. But they've also been hit in return from the blasting charges as well. So it looks like the Bastiladon Solar Engines are going to be rotating, maybe trying to see if they can get some shots here up against these skirmish cavalry. It's only going to be 3 units here of the Goblin Wolf Riders. I'm really surprised here. We'll have a quick slow. Very surprised we're going to be seeing Goblin Wolf Riders. They're going to be going up against the heavily armored Dowie and also some pretty well armored, in the most part, some pretty well armored Dino Boys. So you're going to be having the front Allosaurus Warriors that do have 60 armor as well as those shields. And you're also going to be having the heavily armored Mazda Mundi and the Bastiladon. So seeing the very lowly missile strength with almost no armor piercing. 1 armor piercing there. Not too sure what they offer apart from the speed. Being a bit cheap, fine. They'll deal with Skin Cohort for sure. But I would have kind of preferred to see maybe some Morgan Mangan Marauders. Maybe see get some poison here. Some poison might be a little bit more effective. Looks like we are going to be getting us around. We are going to be moving in with the nasty Skulkers. Council Guard are getting hit pretty hard here from the beginning, but Banners of Power is already hugely in the Greenskin favour, which is quite surprising and very interesting to take on board, because that's how it was when it started. Shots going down here in the front on the Rusty Arrows. And shots going in the back here up against the Skirmish Cavalry. I really wouldn't be too worried about the Skirmish Cavalry at this point. They're not going to do too much to you. But obviously you're not going to see a lot of these forces. Night Goblins do actually have that Stalk, and so do the Nasty Skulkers. Nasty Skulkers are pretty good up against those Dowie. They have some good armor piercing. And when they are winning in combat, they get that plus 12 leadership and the plus 40% armor piercing. In the back, the Moon Howlers just going to be waiting to see if they can find any of those sneaky units. We have some sneaky Slayers here in the back, just waiting for such an opportunity. Coming forward here are going to be the Dak and Dak Alliance. They are going to be supporting here alongside the Waystalker. Waystalker did get hit to the face here by the Bastiladon Solar Engine, I imagine. They did come through Bastiladon, but looks like it has been seen. Shots going to be hitting here up against the Night Goblins. Shots are coming into the front line. They are going to be hitting the Thunderers. As you can see, I'm going to have a little bit of a terrain issue here from those Thunderers. I think they're going to be targeting the Waystalker. He's no joke in melee combat as well. Waystalkers are pretty good. They're pretty rapid on that fire as well. So if we get a little bit of a look on them, if we look at their reload status, they will be coming through here with 7.2 seconds. That's pretty damn quick. It's pretty damn quick. Most things go between 9 and 12. Shots going in the front here. Good hits there on the Night Goblins. Night Goblins now going to be probably below, if not on 25%. So they are going to lose that Fanatic ability. Very slow approach here coming in from the Greenskins. Quite interesting to see. Just a little bit slow getting forward to this front line. They need to punish the backside here of the Dowie and also the Lizard Men. That's going to be taking them apart pretty damn quickly. As you can see in the back here, we are going to be having Thunderers just screening out Goblin Wolf Riders. Probably really want to be getting the Moon Howlers in here and dealing some damage up against those Thunderers. They're very far out. So they are going to be dropping back now. We did have the Legionnaires quite nice and close, but maybe a nice charge and a hit and get out would have been quite nice. They do have 92 speed and fear as well, which can be quite handy against the Dowies. A lot of these range units here in the mid-tier don't have immune to psychology. Zypher knowing after Warhammer 3, where are the patch notes coming out? Patch notes will be out soon, buddy. I will let you know as soon as I know about patch notes. But we should be getting I'll let you know. I'll let you know. So in the front here, Thunderers are going to be a little bit idle here. As we can see, that rift is going to be stopping them from shooting just a little bit. Looks like they're just about going to be able to get a pop off here against the Waystalker. The Waystalker is certainly damaging them as well. Master Rune of Negation is going to be going down, and here we go. Vindictive Glare going to be smashing straight into the face of Master Mundi, but Master Mundi does not care. Thunderers in the back are going to be shooting. Looks like we have some boys going in the back here. They're going to be hitting up against the Skink Cohort Javelins. I don't really know what happened to those Slayers. Slayers went forward. Now, not sure what their cause was, but they are going to be coming forward here. Oh, very nice Fanatic ability here in the back, going down on the Saurus Warriors. Not quite as much damage as I was expecting, but going to get some nonetheless. Looks like here the Night Goblins are going to be fighting up against the Miners with blasting charges. Who's going to win here? Pretty even. Armor should allow these bad boys here to win from the Miners. But yeah, it's looking pretty dire here from the Greenskins already. Balance of power is still hugely in their favour, which is really surprising. They've taken a lot of punishment here. A lot of the boys here from the Wood Elves are going to be still in the trees. This is a pretty strange approach. Maybe this is something about the 2v2 metagame that I don't particularly understand very well. But what you're going to be seeing here is you're going to see a lot of the Wood Elf forces here in the trees just going to be hanging out. You're going to be seeing lots of the forces here from the Greenskins just getting absolutely pummeled here off the rip. And no support coming in here from the Wood Elves at all. Blade Riders are going to be hanging back. And this is kind of what happened in the last one. Sort of like the Chaos hung back and just got shot half to death. And then they were all dead. And then it came down to pretty much just the Dark Elves. And they just got dealt with. Looks like here we have broken from the Skink Cohort Javelins. They are going to be coming back. Get these boys back in the trees. But this is where the Goblin Wolf Riders do best. Just shooting up against these Skink Cohort Javelins. Lightly armoured can do some good work. Master Mundi is going to get a good fat charge here. Coming on the boys in the back. Yeah, we go. Going to be throwing all sorts of Moon Howlers all over the place. They were easily terrified there. And they were pushed back pretty comfortably. In the front here, looks like we are going to get lots of shots into the Thunderers. I think they are going to be running backwards. But these bad boys are going to be struggling. Flame coming down the front here. Looks like they were trying to hit up against the nasty Skulkers in the trees. But they should be able to go pretty quickly. Let's say we do have some Longbeards and some Longbeard great weapons to meet them with some Skink Cohort Javelins. I'm sure they're not going to be going anywhere anytime soon. Coming forward is going to be the Orc Shaman. He's going to be very susceptible to be getting shot here, especially from the Bastillodon Solar Engine. He's not a tiny target, but he's not large either. So you can certainly hit him, but he could be difficult here. Over in the pocket, it looks like we have Master Mundi just going to be supporting this right-hand side flank, as we do see some Night Goblins coming in with the nasty Skulkers. Shots going down in the trees here on the Longbeards. Very interesting to see the very lowly armor-piercing Goblin shooting into 100 armored Longbeards, also through the trees. So not only the trees are going to negate a lot of this range, a lot of it's not really going to do any damage up against these Longbeards. But for targets, what do they have? I really don't know. They'd probably be better shooting off Urkra Miners, etc. 80 armor for these bad boys. Yeah. Surprised Miners blasting charges. Oh, they have double-handed picks, don't they? Yes. I thought they had shields, but no, they don't. Looking here in the front, looks like we had a Gazer Mort going straight through. I think the target was probably the Bastillodon Solar Engine. I wonder if we can get an Apotheosis on the Thunderers. That might be quite nice. See if we can get some healing for these bad boys as well. A Revivification Crystal might have been... This might have been one of the few matchups you could have had a Revivification Crystal. Just remember, maybe try and see if you can bring some of these Darby back from the dead. So they are going to be coming forward here, the Thunderers, and maybe get some good volleys here into the Night Goblin Archers. Going to be supported by the Rune Lord, giving them that 20% thanks to the Rune of Grogny, that 20% missile resistance. Also having the Rasta Rune of Negation. Shots going to be going firing down here up against the Orc Shaman, and over the top now, Arrows of Kurnos. Ooh, coming under. That's a nice Arrow of Kurnos there, coming from that Waystalker there, over the top, and straight through the line here of the Dwarf Warriors. I see the objective here. Try and break down that front line and pop into the back as well. Moon Howlers are going to be very still here in the back. Shooting is going to be coming out of the Golden Wolf. And it looks like here we do have a banishment here on top of Master Mundi. We are going to be breaking the Night Goblins. And we have shattered the Nasty Skulkers as well. Grom is going to be coming in. And it looks like here's going to be a bit of an ambitious push here coming from Master Mundi. Harmonic Convergence. Shield of the Old Ones going down. Looks like have baited in Grom. Perfect stuff there. Grom's certainly going to be running with his tails between his legs. Waystalker is going to be on foot as well. He's going to have 42 speed. We'll be having 50 here for the Master Mundi. He's going to be charging in. Big hit going down there, just yeeting that Waystalker here in the pocket. And looks like Master Mundi is going to run away. Shots coming in for the Goblin Wolfrider archers. They're really not going to do anything against the 130 armor here of Master Mundi. Looks like here, blasting charges coming in the pocket up against the Night Goblins again. Night Goblins, these greenskins have not had a fun time today. Over here on the right hand side, we are going to have Master Mundi fighting up against Grom the Paunch. Lucky Banner going down for him, 80 melee attack. Surprised he pulled out there. Really surprised. Master Mundi also, does he have Curse of Midnight Winds? No, he doesn't. But he does have Apotheosis, so he can heal. Keep that going as much as possible. Banishment here is going to be safe for the later game, I imagine. But as you can see, lots of damage going down for the Waystalker. I didn't see where the second one went. Did the second one get dealt with? I think it more than likely did. So over here, it looks like we do have the Skane cohort. Smoke Bomb did go down as they did get overzealous here. They did push forward a little bit too far, and out comes the Glade Riders. They are going to push forward. They are going to break them and push them off the edge of the map. Waystalker going to be having 6 ammunition left here. Has to pick his target perfectly, in my personal opinion. We's going to get ya. But in the trees here, we are going to be having the Bastillodon Solar Engine. Just going to be really helping to hold this front right-hand side, as a lot of the greenskins have come forward and through. Legion of Chaqua going to be coming to the back just to screen out a little bit. Not sure what happened to the other Bastillodon Solar Engine. Looks like as well, we've lost some Source Warrior shields, with the Moon Howlers going to be chasing those off. They were the ones here on the right-hand side. Bastillodon still has 3 shots left. He can certainly do some good value here up against the Goblin Wolfrider archers. A lot of weak units over here. And now we're coming in with the Wood Elves. Balance of power now back to even. So it means a lot of damage has been taken. I'm really surprised about this. I'm not too sure about the strategy. For me, it doesn't particularly make much sense. But maybe there are some things that... I'm not a 2v2 expert, particularly. I always cast 1v1s. But this is really exciting to maybe learn some new metas here. Have an understanding of new stuff coming forward for the game. But big shots coming in for the Glade Rider Spears. Some nice damage there. Look how many models go down there. So really nice ability that just goes straight through. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 models dying down there as well. As a horse going off as well. Fantastic. One Bastillodon in the trees, being supported by some Saurus. Some shots going down. How much have we got left there? Looks like we've got 6 ammunition for that Bastillodon. Waystalker still going strong. Lots of ammunition here. 8 ammunition left for there. And it looks like the Goblin Wolfriders have run out of ammunition. One Bastillodon is going to be chasing off the Moon Howlers as well. Zoning out is going to be the Slayers. Do the Slayers want to take this engagement? Yeah, I think the Slayers can take this engagement. It's not too much. Looks like here coming to melee combat is going to be the Goblin Wolfriders. As we can see here, we are going to be having Master Mundi in the front. Also, the Saurus Spears taking some damage. Shield of the old ones. It's going to go down. Just keep using that as much as possible. Get that damage protection where you can. Really negate that. And yeah, it's going to be a little bit interesting coming into the middle stages. Still lots of in the pocket here. I don't know if the Wood Elf player forgot about this or something, but this front line is certainly battered now, open, and you are going to be supporting on the left-hand side. Bastillodon shot going on the Glade Riders. Glade Riders are going to be unsupported, so they're going to get targeted by all of the range here from both sides. They are going to go down, and they are going to get pushed off. Maybe another shot from the Bastillodon here into the rear side could do some good work as well. Yeah, a couple going to die there, not too sure. Big shot going through as well. That should be those guys done for the day. Moonhowler still in the back. They haven't been dealt with, but you're really not too concerned. They cost 425. They're really not going to live too long. Master Mundi has come out. Master Mundi is going to be chasing the Rusty Arrows. And I don't blame him. These guys are a pest. The big charge there. And oh my god, they just got thrown. But certainly going to be wavering in for the Night Goblins in the back as well. Lovely stuff coming in from Master Mundi here. Really doing some good damage up against the Rusty Arrows. They do have poison melee attacks, so they have been successful. They will slow down up against Master Mundi, but they will break them pretty easily. Looks like we have shattered some in the backside as well. It's going to force Grom to come out. A very nice gaze coming down here from the Orc Shaman. Apotheosis going down on Lord Mazdamundi. Shots coming in here from the Night Goblin Archers as well. They don't particularly have too much AP as far as I'm aware. I think it's 2 armor piercing per model. No, 1 armor piercing per model. But pretty quick there, 7.2 on the reload time as well, so pretty decent. And the Rusty Arrows will be coming back into the mixture. Looks like over here we have some Slayers fighting, actually shattering the Goblin Warfighter Archers and breaking the second unit due to being terrified. In the back here, looks like the Nasty Skulkers is going to be running away, as they do best. Moonhowlers could pop into the back and get a nice charge here on the Skin Court Kohat. But it looks like they're not going to get that. It looks like they are going to be... No. Oh, no. They are going to get hopped onto here. Charge in the back. But it looks like they're going to break, as they were screened out by the Legion of Jaqua. Legion of Jaqua did some good work. And what else have we got over here on the side? So it looks like we have broken from Nasty Skulkers. It looks like one Bastillodon has been pulled out of place. Smoke Bomb going down as well. Ooh, that's a lovely Iron Drake coming in the back here. Very lightly armored, as they have broken the Nasty Skulkers. Coming in the back here on top of the Glade Riders as well. The Longbeards are going to be nice and close. Death to Outsiders indeed. Blasting charges might come down from the Miners here. Lovely here coming from the Iron Drakes. Absolutely torching these Glade Riders. Blasting charges in as well. Fantastic stuff coming from them. And really pushing off the Glade Riders and the Nasty Skulkers. Over here, if we do see, we are going to be seeing, it looks like in the trees, the Glade Riders have been caught by the Slayers. Slayers are going to come in and deal with them. Looks like the Glade Riders are just going to run away. I think a little bit overzealous here. Looks like the Slayers are going to be leaving the main force, a little bit unsupported. Lots of the ammunition have been used here by the Rusty Arrows and the crew. It looks like, I think, unfortunately... here we go. Now they're going to be pushing out of the forest. Yes, this is when the Derby are going to start to fall back. They need to get ranks back together again. But a lot of the ammunition has been used. But we have 5 lots of the Glade Guard left. And we have 5 units of the Eternal Guard with shields and spears. Guns are going to be firing here, it looks like, into the Way Stalker, I think. Over here, Grom is going to be trying to fight up against Mazdamundi. Master Rune of Negation, Harmonic Convergence going down as well. Get a shield of the old ones here. 66% damage resistance is no joke. Shots coming in from the Rusty Arrows as well, giving him that negative armor for a good, I think it's 10 seconds, I believe. Yeah, 10 seconds there, so it won't last forever. But should be able to hit here up against Grom. Could really do with some support here from the Bastillodon. Also coming over is the Orc Shaman. Like Mazdamundi wants nothing to do with this, but he's going to be a little bit isolated here. Apotheosis going down. He doesn't have too many of the forces here to help. And the front 5 units of the Eternal Guards are starting to approach. We have used all the ammunition here for the Bastillodon Solar Engine. Chasing over here up against the Glade Riders is going to be the Iron Drakes, the Miners of Blasting Charges, and the Saurus Warriors. In the back here, looks like we have the Nasty Skulkers, which will be fighting up against the Longbeards. The Longbeards have 100 HP. Oh, Smoke Bomb going down. I think they might lose as well. Yeah, so they're very quickly going to get shattered. They're going to get carved apart by these sneaky, sneaky boys. They're going to be running, they're going to be stabbing, and then they're going to run away like nothing ever happened. So in the front here, Glade Guard are going to be shooting here into the pocket up against the Skin Cohorts and the Saurus Warriors. And this is where the Darwi are going to be pushing. Thunder is coming forward as well. They've run out of ammunition. And this is where the late game could change. Mazda is going to be running. Where is Grom? Grom has the Master Rune of Wrath and Ruin. And looks like Mazdamundi is going to be fighting up against the Glade Riders. Looks like the Eternal Guards coming in as well. Shots might come forward here. It's going to go straight through the Glade Riders. Glade Guard, sorry, so some good work going on there. Grom is still relatively healthy. So they have pinned in Mazdamundi on the right hand side. We certainly need some help. Legion of Jaqua is coming over as well. Mines and Blasting Charges have been hopped onto by the Nasty Skulkers. Just like Flash Bomb has gone down. In the back, the Thunderers are coming to aid as well. In the front line, Thunderers are going to be breaking, as well as some Longbeards. We have some Longbeard Great Weapons coming in for that AP. And Longbeard Great Weapons, Dwarf Warriors, and the Urkram Miners. Look in the back here, we do have the Bastillodon fighting up against the nice Glade Guard. That terror can be very handy. We have the fast Skin Cohorts coming in the back as well. 46 speed here, allowing them to really whip around the flanks and get onto these Glade Guard and shut them down. Looks like we have 1, 2, 3, 4 units still shooting. Very weak here at this point as well. Both the Waystalkers. And I haven't seen the Spellweaver of Life been used at all yet. I'm sure it's got max wins and magic here with regrowth, etc. But I just haven't seen it used. In the back here, we are going to see Master Mundi coming on top of the Orc Shaman. Orc Shaman has been broken due to being terrified. And might not come back here if you're not careful. Okay, a couple of units of the Night Goblins have been shattered, including the Rusty Arrows. Here we are going to have the Bastillodon fighting up against Grom the Paunch. And in the front, a lot of the Longbeards are going to be losing to the Eternal Guards. Minus some blasting charges coming into the fixture as well. Need to get into the back line and just shut down. Blasting charges here in the front up against the Glade Guard. Really going to help aid here with the Bastillodon Solar Engine coming in with that nice big pointy tail.
The winds are changing.
It looks like here Shield of Jaqua is going to be going down for Lord Master Mundi. But yeah, 30-meter radius there for these bad boys. Make it. That's just one of the reasons why the Legion of Jaqua is so nice. The fact that they come through there with the triple stats, also coming in with a Shield of Jaqua. You know, charge defense against large. It's just really nice. You know, for that cost. You know, if you need to bring good, decent spears, and you don't want to bring Temple Guard, they're a nice pick. They are a really nice pick, coming with the nice stats. So the Spellweaver is going to be chasing off the Bastillodon. Balance of power super even here. Iron Drakes are going to be coming to the front, really trying to torch open here up against the Eternal Guard with shields. Looks like we have some Skin Cohort Javelins and some Thunders that have been broken here on the right-hand side. Looks like the Orc Shaman did come back, and that's a bit of a shame here for the boys in blue and orange. I don't know if they have enough to deal with Grom. It's my only concern. Going to look here. So Grom is going to be coming down with 695 HP worth of recovery left. Hits from the Bastillodon. He's going to only have 24 minute attacks. If he does punch through the 35 minute defense of Grom, that could be pretty nice. He does have 250 weapon strength. But the Glade Guard Spear is making some good work there of the Dino. In the back here, Master Mundi is going to be having Apotheosis for that healing. He is going to be punishing in the backside here with the Glade Guard. Looks like a lot of the forces here are going to be struggling. Looks like the Nasty Skulkers are in doing some work. They are going to be exhausted. Here in the pocket, we are going to have in melee combat is going to be the Waystalker. Waystalker has 55 melee attack, 45 melee defense. No joke there for a very, very cheap single entity. Let's have a look overall. So, overall, looking pretty decent. Rune Lord is still going to be online. Spellweaver very healthy. Master Mundi not looking so healthy. Also going to be getting fought by Grom. Lucky Banner going down as well. Grom does need to get out of there. But now Lord Master Mundi does need to get out of there. Legion of Jaqua going down. Master Rune of Negation. Shield of the Old One. 66% damage resistance as he does fight up against Grom. If Harmonic Convergence goes down now, he could certainly win at this engagement. He does need to focus Grom though at this point. Incoming here is the Source Warriors. They should be able to fight here up against Grom. Looks like Grom is going to cycle away. But they are on the back here. They are affecting now. It looks like here the Spellweaver is going to be running away. She does have 34 speed. We could certainly chase using Lord Master Mundi with his 50. Here in the middle, though, the Source Wars are wavering. Miners, the Urkron miners here are going to be struggling just a little bit. Flames going down in the pocket here up against the Eternal Guard. Drop your Rune Lord back as well. Looks like they're going to be going to trying to fight the Bastillodon Solar Engine. Shots here from the returning Gladar are going to be going into Lord Master Mundi. Looks like, oh, very nice. Looks like a Master Rune of Wrath and Ruin here going to be going down up against Grom the Paunch. The AP from the miners coming through. All the lovely flames here from the Iron Drakes as well. Going to absolutely decimate Grom. That's really nice there. Might be able to get some more coming in here as well. Yes, perfect. Lovely flame attacks here coming on top of Grom. That's really going to hurt him here a lot. That's going to shift balance of power a lot here. Coming in is going to be the Nasty Skulkers. Flash Bomb should go down to save him. Yeah, Flash Bomb has gone down. It is going to cause these guys to be very slow. Flame attacks is going to hit the Dawi, but is going to go here. -8 leadership from the Nasty Skulkers. -34 here. They could shatter if you're not careful. Grom the Paunch is going to be super weak. He does need to take out these Iron Drakes. Over here on the right hand side, it's like the very nice Eternal Guards are going to be pushing off the Bastillodon Solar Engine. where is Mazda Mundi? So Mazda Mundi is going to be trying to fight here to his best of his abilities. 1, 2, 3, 4 units of the range still online here. Make that 4 units of the Glade Guards still online. We still have some Glade Riders as well. And that looks to be it here for the majority of the battle. We are going to have some returning Longbeards, as well as some Longbeards here in the forest as well. Grom is going to be trying to cycle charge here up against the Runord. Flames going in, trying to see if they can catch Grom. You need to keep this force nice and tight. You need to protect your Iron Drakes. Shield the Old Ones was going there to protect, to allow them to charge here up against the Glade Guard. Glade Guard has been hit very hard and have been terrified as well. So that's some excellent work there in the pocket. Legion of Jaquar going to be a little bit on their own. They can certainly beat the Glade Guard here, so they are going to catch big spear charges coming here up against the Eternal Guards. Fantastic work there. They have broken those for sure. It looks like here the Waystalker is going to be struggling slightly as well. I think that for the majority, the Greenskins is going to be broken apart from Grom the Paunch. I can't see anything else here from the Greenskins. No, it looks like the majority there has been dealt with. Shots going to be going into the backside of the Legion. They want to just be facing and turn the correct direction. 1, 2, 3 going to be shooting into them as well. Mazda Mundi is going to come to aid. He's going to be super low, 2,600 HP for him. So still pretty tanky overall, but he does need to certainly start cleaning up crew. Your best tool here to kill Grom the Paunch is going to be Iron Drakes, but you need to support them. They must stay alive at all costs. They are the win condition now, them and Mazda Mundi of the win conditions. You do have a very healthy unit of Saurus Warriors here, but should be pretty interesting. So the win conditions here for the Greenskins is to probably try and shoot as much of Mazda as you can, or maybe take out the Iron Drakes. You take out the Iron Drakes, Grom the Paunch will win, or you just need to allow Grom the Paunch to kill Mazda. Either way, you kind of win there, I think. You do have healing here from the spell Weaver. Don't know what sort of spell she's got. I was looking, there's going to be a healing here in the pocket. Apotheosis going down. I know Cold-Blooded going down there for the extra leadership. The Spellweaver doesn't have any bonus on stats, unfortunately. Only going to be having that healing, but I haven't seen much healing coming out of her, to be honest. So it looks like here the Cold-Blooded is going to be aiding the Legion of Jaquar. Maybe a nice Apotheosis on those would be pretty decent as well. There's lots of models there. You heal them up, you can keep a lot of those guys alive. Not a lot of attacking going on here. Shots are going to be coming now in from the Glade Guard, so the attacking rules there being fulfilled. It looks like there's going to be some more attacking from the Glade Guard. 3 shots here at the top, as well as 1 shot there. We're also going to be having 6 from the Glade Guard on the left-hand side. I think we'll just skip on here a little bit. Just going to be waiting for the ammunition here to be depleted. Shield of the Old Ones is going to go down. Grom is really trying to get onto the Iron Drake. Sorry, I nearly said Torhana torpedoes, but we need to get on the Iron Drakes. He's trying to bait out some shots, trying to force them here to break this formation. It cannot happen. Once the ammunition is done, these forces do need to cycle on each other, and Grom needs to wait for the opportunity when the Iron Drakes are busy. So here you can see they're busy. That would have been a good opportunity to strike there. Nice cycle charge from Grom here into the Lord Mazda Mundi would have been nice. Or as you can see, Legion of Jaquar are going to be in the back. Shots going to be going into their backside as well, killing maybe a couple of models. Looks like here Arcane Conduit is going to be going down. As you can see, Iron Drakes could torch here up against the Glade Guard. They are going to be in range, and there we go. Fantastic fire here coming down up against the Glade Guard. That's some excellent work there from the Iron Drakes. They don't want to use up too much ammunition, though. They do need to kill Grom. Now, Mazda Mundi certainly can do it with the Saurus Warrior help, but the Iron Drakes can certainly do some good work there as well. Good flamethrowers down here in the front against the Eternal Guard. Moving to the back here is going to be the Iron Drakes, and it looks like the Saurus Warriors could fight up against Grom the Paunch. Shield of the Old Ones going down. He does go into their side, but he might get us surrounded here if you're not careful. He is a pretty heavy chariot. Yep, Fire Drakes here going down on top of Grom. Mazda Mundi is going to come in for the aid. Master Rune of Negation going down. Really punching Grom here in the face. Fantastic stuff. He has been caught in by the Saurus Warriors as well. He is going to be wavering. He isn't going to have any other force here to aid him. Balance of power going into the side here of the cohort. It looks like here we are going to have a broken unit of miners. The Rune Lord is going to be holding strong, as well as the very heavily armoured Iron Drakes as well. Shattered here from the Glade Guard. The second unit might shatter as well. We still have some very healthy units of Eternal Guards here, which will be fighting up against Mazda Mundi. Grom is going to be living here, and that's super dangerous. Waystalker is super healthy as well. Looks like here the Lord is going to be getting very hardly hit here. Iron Drakes are going to be in the back fighting up against Grom. Grom is going to cycle charge the Rune Lord. It's looking very dire here in these later stages. Mazda Mundi needs a good cycle charge on a Lord here. Maybe even Grom. Oh my god! Grom's getting walloped here by the Rune Lord. Fantastic stuff. Coming through is Mazda Mundi. Is he going to hit? Oh, he does hit. Is that going to break Grom? Yes, it does break Grom. Grom will be gone here. Fantastic. It is going to be a mass healing though. But in comes Mazda Mundi. Can he get through a nice, good charge there? Just pushing all sorts of entities over. Terra could really play a big part here in the end. It is going to be breaking some of the Glade Guard. Can he break some of the rest here is the question. And see, the Spellweaver is just about going to be holding here in the middle pocket. I don't know though, he needs to hit this Lord. Shield the Old One's going down, a perfect time there for that. Can we break the Spellweaver? I don't know. It might be possible with Mazda Mundi. Mazda Mundi's, oh, big hit there going down. That is going to really shift balance of power. If we can kill her as well, even better. She goes down, negative 16 leadership. That will almost entirely break the Wood Elves here. Can he do it though? She's going to be falling over quite a lot. It looks like it's going to give up. A little bit questionable on that one. Not too sure why that is. It looks like it's going to be trying to hit the Waystalker here. Big hits going down. It looks like here we are going to be terrifying the West. And that is going to be a win here for the Cohort. Fantastic win. Can we get a draw? No, we can't, I believe. I believe we can't get a draw. Very, very interesting game. Indeed. So, very well played here to the Council Guard. Let's pop off here with Suave. 2,000 damage value for Grom the Paunch. 800 here for the Orc Shaman. 178 kills. 950 for the Nasty Skulkers. 440 here from them. Very good stuff. Very nice here from the Fanatics. Looks like there's going to be lots of those bad boys. 220, 400, 1,100, 0, 730, and 600 here from the Night Goblin Archers, as well as 750 here for the Rusty Arrows. We're also going to be getting 180 here from the Moon Howlers, 150, 160, and 230 here for the Goblin Wolfrider Archers. I do question those a little bit. Yeah, I do question them, I'll be honest. I question them a little bit. I do question their purpose. Obviously, you've gone really wide here, maybe with skinks, like lots and lots of skinks. Then you could see their use, but otherwise, maybe not. But here, for the Wood Elves, we are going to be having 90 damage value for the Spellweaver, 1,400, 1,500 for the Waystalkers, 1.4 here for the Eternal Guard, 750, 430, 270, 600, 580, 800, 600, 500 for the Glade Guard, 430, 550, 300, and 200 from the Glade Guard Spears. Now here for Poland, 362 kills, 5,500 damage value with 32,700 damage dealt. Excellent work there. 280, 560, and 1,000 here from the Saurus Warriors. Legion of Jaquar, 1.2k with 110 kills. 300, 200, 360 here for the Skin Cohorts. 128 kills, 960, and 900 here for the Bastiladon Solar Engine. From Virtuous here, we did get 870 for the Rune Lord, 760, and 350 for the Blasting Charges, with 390 here for the Dwarf Warriors, 1,000 here from the Urkran Miners, looks like 329 for the Longbeards, Longbeard Grey Weapons, 230, 288, with 675 for the Slayers, 900, 430, and 2,600 for 170 kills here for the Iron Drakes. Fantastic stuff. That's a silly me, I forgot to put this up. Very good. I'm sure you guys saw a little bit more than you needed to there. How we doing? How we doing, everybody? Sorry about that. I was very into casting there. It's not a problem at all. What's Grombindle saying here? Oh, I missed a lot of this conversation. Logic. No, this sitting with all the force in the forest was rule break. You can do this with 50% of your units. No, I didn't think in this game it was a rule break. I didn't think it was a rule break in this game. I just think it was a weird strategy. I don't agree with the strategy. I don't think it was a smart strategy. But at the end of the day, you know, I'm not the one playing, right? But I don't think it was a particularly smart strategy from the Wood Elves and the Greenskins. I think they had more than enough to overwhelm the Lizardmen and the Dawi, but I don't think it's a rule break. But I think it's, you know, it's a bit of a strange one. I think a bit of a strange one. Oh, you can't resurrect with Dawi. Okay, okay. Dawi don't deserve to be resurrected. I know. Yeah, I've never seen a horse like rider either. Grumbrindle and the Rune of Doom. I'm loving some of the runes coming forward for the Dawi. The Dawi are coming back, man, and they're coming back with a vengeance. You watch. I think the plan was to weak our force and then... Yeah, I think so too, but I think that would have been better if you'd done it from an overall perspective, like really spread out the Dawi, opened up pockets, and allowed some of that cavalry that you had paid for to get its value. It was a good game. It was certainly a good game. Let me just update the scores here. We're going to be having 2-1 here for... No, that's the wrong one. 2-1 here for Mr. Fort Poland. With the Hopak cohorts. I'm not going to get any better at saying that. How you doing, Ark? How you doing, buddy? Hope you're doing well today. Thank you very much for joining in the stream. Hello. I think Rune Nation Cities is very good. "30 minutes indeed." How are you doing, Seedon? How you doing, buddy? Nice to see you. Yeah, 32 minutes was quite the game indeed. So let's pop through to the next one. We are going to be going on to game 4 here. So this is obviously going to be a best of 5 between these gentlemen. And quite a game it was. So as we can see here, we are going to be having Fort Poland with the Wood Elves and the High Elves. And here for the side of the Council Guard, we'll be having the Vampirates and the Skaven. It seems to be quite a popular pick there, those two together. There we go. Oh, not sure what's going on in my game. All right, let's pause it here. So as we can see, let me just pour my coffee here into a mug. Fandabby dozy. Right, let's put that on the floor. Where is out of stupid reach? Okay, so for the boys here, for the Hapok cohort, I'm just going to call you guys the cohort. It's going to be a lot easier for me. So for the cohort, we are going to have some Silver Helms here for the High Elves. We're also going to have a Death Mage. A Death Mage here probably going to be dealing with all sorts of weapon teams. We'll be coming with Spirit Leech, Doom and Darkness, Book of Hoeth, and the Starwood Staff with the Staff of Leeching. Some good rangers here. 1, 2, 3, 4 units of rangers with the War Lions of Chase. We're also going to be having the Deepwood Scouts here in the front. Just going to be the... normal ones there with the Swift Shiver Shards on the side. And we're also going to have the Waystalker in the front. Do we have 2 or just the 1? So we're just going to be having the 1, and we are going to have the Glade Lord. So we're going to have some Eternal Guards in the back here, anti-large with the Armor Piercing, and also having some Glade Guard Starfire Shafts. So just like here, we are going to be having the Glade Lord on top of her lovely stag. I mean, look how gorgeous that thing is. So it's going to be coming here with the Prey of Arethrema, also coming in with the Arrows of Kurnos, the Eyes of Kurnos, and also the other good abilities that she comes with. Here we'll be having the Spellslinger of Shadows, which will have Pendulum and a Feebling Foe. And here for the High Owls, who's going to be the Lord? Oh, our Lord is over there. in the front. Oh, there we go. I missed it. So we're going to be having, oh, a Lithanar, perfect. So Lithanar here is going to be fighting. He is going to have Misled and also Slippery here with the Midnight, the Stone of Midnight, which is pretty nice. We're also going to have some very nice Illyrian Reaver Archers, 90 speed for these bad boys, and we're going to be having some Illyrian Reavers here in the trees. So vanguarded over here on the side, we are going to be having the Team Council Guard. We are going to have some Skaven Slave pockets, lots of the Clan Rats going around the back as well, here with the Plague Priest. Plague Priest here will be having the Pestilence Birth, Vermintide, Pestilence Breath, and the Billowing Death. We're also going to be having a nice Poison Wind Mortars, some Warlock Giselles, make that some more Warlock Giselles, the Lord choice today, which will be the Deathmaster Snicketch, nice and cheap and very good at assassinating lords. We'll be having the Deathmaster Sigil, Concealment Bombs, and that's it. We'll also be having some more Clan Spears in here. What else have we got for the Skaven? Some more Skaven Spears, and that appeared to be it. It looks like it's going to be Skaven Slingers on the front, lots of Skaven Slaves, and some more Skaven Slingers. Okay, so for the undead, we're going to be having some zombies in the front, so lots of chaff here to deal with. So lots of zombies. I think that's where some nice wind spells might have been nice to deal with all this chaff. Yeah, lots of stuff here with 2 corpse carts, I believe both the same. Yeah, just going to be coming with the Vigorous Mortis, which is a nice ability here for the +5 melee attack, melee defense. Don't know if that accounts here for Skaven Slaves. It looks like it does, actually. So that's quite interesting there to partner those two together. Also going to be having a Vargolf here in the pocket with Isabella von Karstein in the sky. Seems a pretty common pick here, so you can heal Snicketch and heal other lords that can't heal themselves. Blood Chalice, as well as Raise the Dead, Invocation of Nehek, the Hunger, and the Curse of Undeath. So pretty good overall in the pocket here. Skeleton Warriors, and Skeleton Warriors. Looks like we're going to have no ROR Sternsman. Yeah, pretty interesting stuff overall. Going to be both here on either side. No artillery either, just going to be some normal stuff. Oh, apart from Lithanar, he's kind of artillery. He has 300 range. He's certainly no dog in combat either. So coming forward here, just like around the flanks, we are going to be having the dire wolves as well. I'm sure we're going to have the ROR as well. It doesn't look like we are going to have the ROR, but it looks like Lithanar is going to be shooting into the zombies. I'd very much like him to see him shoot into the very, very large Plague Priest. Ooh, big hits going down on the Warlock Giselles. Not too sure what hit them. Looks like the sides are going to be moving around here. Good work there on the Warlock Giselles. Looks like there's also going to be a very nice Spirit Leech going down here on the Poison Wind Globadier. It's overextended as well. Very good there. I think maybe 1 or 2 spells could deal with the Poison Wind Mortars. Poison Wind Mortars are no joke in this matchup. Very good at taking care of the infantry. Both sides are going to be coming forward. And as we can see here, we are going to be having front lines of the Deepwood Scouts coming in with that very, very nice stalk. They are going to be now shooting into the backside here with those lovely arrows. Really getting onto the Warlock Giselles. They do have 70 armor with that silver shield, but they can certainly be dealt with by mass arrows. We are going to be having the zombies coming forward. And this is a really nice force here. I really like it from the Wood Elves and the High Elves. I don't know if they have enough to deal with all this chaff, though. My immediate reaction here is there's too much chaff to deal with for them. Shore's coming in on the left-hand flank as well. Looks like there's going to be a charge down the pocket here as well from the Illyrian Reavers. There's going to be a bit of an uphill charge here as well. In the back, we are going to have the 2 units of Illyrian Reaver Archers. They are going to be shooting in the pockets. Looks like they're going to be going after the Plague Priest and the Corpse Carts. We are going to have the very fast Isabella coming around the flanks as well. Over here on the left-hand side, we are going to be seeing moving in are the Rangers. Rangers in the trees here as well. They don't have any shields and only 30 armor, so very susceptible to being shot. We are going to be seeing the Warclock Giselles. They are going to be shooting here up against the nice Glade Lord. Looks like here we are going to be having the War Lions fighting up against the zombies. They're going to chip out those pretty quickly. And the nice thing about the zombies here is they're really just going to wither down your melee infantry. They're going to make them very, very tired here and very susceptible to having those reduced stats. Poison Wind's coming massively over the top here. They're going to hit very hard into the pocket of the Rangers. Lovely damage going down there. But in the pocket here, what's going down? If we do get through, it looks like here the Death Mage is going to be at 900 HP. Overcasting a lot is obviously going to damage itself. But it looks like 3 casts later, and we do have the water. Sorry, we do have. Where did they go? we've had 3 casts. I can't... Oh, there they are. They're in the back. Poison Winds are going to be down to 6 models, 780 HP. So we've also broken the Warlock Giselles. 3 spells. I think Spirit Leech is the best way to get rid of the Poison Wind Mortal teams. It's very good indeed. Shots going down here from the Warlock Giselles in the pocket up against the Deepwood Scouts. And you have a rather open pocket here. As you can see, you can really hop in onto these teams. You start seeing if we can get some of these Illyrian Reavers here into this pocket. You've got a lovely opening here. Could certainly be covered up by the Skaven Slaves, but you could certainly push over those with some mass. Looks like here the Vargolf is just going to be waiting for the correct opportunity to play as well. Lots of summons in the front here of the Clan Rat. Should be able to push after the Silver Helms. I'll maybe try and see if they can blockade here with the Eternal Guards as well. Plague Priest coming in. This bad boy is a monster for infantry. Its attack animations are some of the worst in the game to stop. I actually don't think there are many things that can stop its attack animation in general. I think Thorgrim being one of the few things that can. Mr. Grudge Bearer. But we are going to be shooting here in the back. We have broken the Mage of Death. And that is very unfortunate there. Did hear a summon here in the back. It is going to be a summon of the zombies. It's really going to pin in the Illyrian Reavers. Going to force them to fight melee combat. And if they're not microed here, they will fight in melee without shooting. But here in the front, we are going to be losing the Rangers up against the Black Knights with a Enfeebling Foe on them. Black Knights as well. Very good anti-infantry cavalry. We're also going to have some Illyrian Reavers that can really do with supporting them as well. We can see some Skaven Slaves fighting against the Illyrian Reavers. And shots coming down here in the back as well. We're going to have some zombies pushing through, with some skeletons as well. And we are getting the Dire Pack Wolves in the back. The Dire Wolves in the back. Hopefully we can try and see if we can shut down some Deepwood, some very nice Swift Shiver Shards. Silver Helms in the back, nice 90 armor from these bad boys, 78 speed. They can certainly do some work. We have some Eternal Guards left a little bit behind here that could certainly do with getting involved and shutting down this pocket. Looks like here we are going to be getting the Poison Winds back into action, as well as the Warlocks coming here, just firing their absolute mad machinery here in the front line. These bad boys just going to be sniping. I love Warlock Giselles. They're such cool units. But really good stuff here, just shooting into the front line, hitting onto the Waste Stalkers and co in the trees. We are going to be losing some Black Knights here, and what's going down here in the forest. So it looks like the Waste Stalkers are going to have quite a bit of ammunition left, but he's going to be struggling quite a bit. Poison Winds going high in the sky here, and I think they're going to be aiming here at the Glade Guard. Fantastic. They have connected. That is going to do a truckload of damage here on them as well over that long duration of time. But like here, the skeletons are going to come in and maybe try and see if they can help, but it is going to force the War Lions, which are very tired here already, into melee combat. Lots of arrows coming here and shooting into the Black Knights. So very, very good stuff there. So we are going to screen using the Eternal Guards. Black Knights will be pretty even in that engagement. They do have 80 armor, but we do have armor piercing here from the Eternal Guard. But they're certainly going to shoot quite well here. Shots going into the Skaven Slaves from the Hagbane Tips. Isabella von Cartline could certainly aid here as well. She's got very good mobility, 105 speed. Could certainly get utilized here. Vargolf maybe a little bit slow as well. Could certainly do with getting in and trying to shut down some of this backline range. Balance of power here is going to be going into the Council Guard favor. There's not too much here. You can see a couple units here at the range in the backside, not going to be aiding here. Obviously, micro is super difficult in such a 2v2 matchup. Both of you are going to be talking on the comms, trying to help each other out. Like, come over here, I need some help over here. I need you to attack this, I need you to do that. Obviously, going to be having that skirmish cavalry in the back as well for the aid. Black Knights are going to be wavering, as well as some zombies that have been summoned here in the front to really push out against Elithanar and shut them down and stop them from getting onto those Black Knights. So we have broken some Illyrian Reavers in the back. Ammunition is going to be depleting here from the Illyrian Reavers. Skaven Slingers also going to be hitting here into the Illyrian Reavers. Only 40 armor for them. So actually Skaven Slaves with the Slingers here can do some pretty good work. I'd say anything above 40 armor or 40 armor and above can be a bit troublesome for them. Plague Priest going to be coming to help deal with the Eternal Guard and the Ranger problem over here. Oh, lovely Pestilence Breath here. Brilliant stuff coming in there from Suave and the team. Also going to be a summon straight on that. That's some fantastic work there. That is a lovely combo spell. And some fantastic timing here from the Skaven player. So what that does there, does the damage there, really opens up the spot, allows the Skaven Slaves to get in, and a perfect pin here from the Eternal Guards. That's a really, really nice play there. I'm very glad I caught that there on the video. As we can see in the sky, flying high is going to be Isabella. An overcast spell there. So for those that don't know, if you have the zombie spell for Raise the Dead, if you overcast it, you get Skeleton Warriors. So Skeleton Warriors here will be in the pockets fighting up against Evil Scouts. So 4 winter magic for zombies, 6 winter magic for skeletons. They're just going to be that little bit more durable. They're going to last a little bit longer, be a bit faster, and just fight that little bit better. Here, it looks like we have lost the Warlock Giselles. We have got the Silver Helms in the back eventually. We are going to have 1 unit of the Warlocks here with 2 units of the Skaven Slave Slingers. Balance of power here massively in the Undead and Skaven favour. Not too much going left on here. Looks like the Deepwood Scouts here, the Swift Shiver Shards are going to be getting shots here in the background. It is going to be a pin here from the Vargolf. Prey of Arema going down for that negative 22% missile resistance. Not too many shots going in here. He's certainly going to be taking some damage, but not as much as I thought. Swift Shiver Shards would absolutely be wrecking the Vargolf here, but looks like they're not doing so. Summon in the back here from the zombies. Looks like they are going to be pushing onto the Deepwood Scouts. Very nice work there. And as you can see here, it just looks fantastic. I love the Gleigard model on their Great Stag Knight. It just looks so gorgeous. But here we are going to have the Skeleton Summons. And look at them. They've performed really well. Some good damage coming down here as well. Oh, a very unfortunate miss there from the Waystalker. Only 1 of the 3 arrows of Colonels is going to be hitting the Vargolf. Vargolf now getting involved with that healing as well, showing what it really can do in the back here with that Terror. Can be really, really helpful. Over here on the right hand side is going to be the last resurgence here. We are going to have some shots coming in from the Skaven Slingers. We are going to have the Deepwood Scouts running out of ammunition with the Gleigard Hagbane tips aiding as well. Looks like here Deathmaster Snickage is going to be getting involved. That lovely sigil here pinning in the very, very good Elithanar. Slippery going down for him, 81 melee defense, but Snickage is going to come in, and that is going to be balance of power there for the High Owls. What else is going to be the only ones holding here towards the end stage of this game? Lots are going to be breaking. That is going to be an army shatter. And a fantastic victory here coming from the Team Council Guard. Excellent stuff. Let's get the scoreboard going there. That's going to be 2-2 here. Going into Game 5, which should be pretty fun. Looking forward to that. Right, let's get a town. What have you guys thought about the game so far? I haven't really engaged much in your reactions. How you doing, Hank? How's it going, buddy? Nice to see you here today. Is Ariel good? Yes, Ariel is good. I like Ariel. Logic, I think only the Toon Scorpion and Ariel rival the Plague Heart in absolute hitbox horror. Yes, I agree. I think it's mainly its attack animation that makes it so difficult to pin down. The fact that it has that ramming animation that not a lot of things can stop. You have to have a really heavy entity. There are very few in the game. You've got Thorgrim, Kolek. I'm sure I could think of more, but you have to have some seriously heavy entities to stop it. Like the Steam Tank is a good one. The Steam Tank is the only one that can push it back, I think. I believe so. I believe so. I believe its armor and mass have something to do with it. Easy, guys. This one is quicker. No, there's been some good games for sure. Logic, are you hyped up for the new Lizardmen monsters? Of course I am, buddy. Troglodons are looking sick. I am really excited. I actually have a bit of an announcement after this. So we'll get hyped up. So once the semi-final here is done and we go into the final, so we're obviously going to go into Game 5 here. Once that is done, I'll be making my announcement of a massive tournament I have coming forward again soon. That's going to be very well related here to the Dowie one I had the other day. Hopefully you guys will check that out. That is one of my favourite streams I've ever done, actually. If you haven't seen the Sons of the Mountain tournament, it's 7 hours of pure glory. So... catch the last minutes of the game. How long did it go again? 32 minutes, buddy. 32 minutes for the last one. Chameleon Stalkers are probably going to be so OP. Chameleon Stalkers are good. They will not be OP. I can tell you that for free. They will not be OP. Oh, yes, it was a roleplay. Was it 4.0? Oh, I see. Beg your pardon. Grumpy God, how are we doing, buddy? Ruination is lovely to see you here, man. And a true champion here playing in the Dowie tournament for sure. Ruination is kind of random, but actually hits certainly when you... If you hit it right in the middle, if you go into the right in the middle of any unit you want to hit, you can guarantee one of the lines will go through it pretty much. But it is pretty random. It is pretty random. when Beastmen get their DLC, it will only be TK and Norska left. It's true. I mean, Dowie does. You have to include Dowie as well. Dowie still have had a DLC. To be fair, I'll put my hands up. They've had a DLC, and we are going to be getting an FLC. So listen, I'm happy. I'm happy that the Dowie have got at least a minimum of what I think we deserve. We still have a lot more content out there to go for the Dowie, for sure. I think we're going to see some more come in the future for Total War Warhammer 3, but I won't go too much into that. But I'm also thinking Norse's going to get a couple of updates maybe in the new game. Maybe. Who knows? Maybe I know. Maybe I don't. We'll see. But there should be some good things coming forward. New Dwarf Lord confirmed. Logic instantly sets up Dowie tournament. How did you know? No, not quite. Not quite. Alright, so let's pop in here. Let's go in with Mr. Suave. We are going to be having 980 for the Deathmaster, 500 here for the Plague Priest. We'll just go through the key units here. 1.6 for the Poison Winds, 100, 850, and 1,880 for the Warlock Giselles. Surprisingly, we didn't see the ROR. The ROR are exceptional here in this matchup, especially up against Wood Elves for sure. For sure. 320, 200, and 270 here with 332 for the Clan Rats as well, so not too bad there. 760 and 430 for the Skaven Slingers. Very, very nice. So for Mammoths, we are going to be getting not too much there from the Skellies. We're getting 153 kills, 1,000 for the Black Knights, 350, 870, 500 here for the Black Knights. Direwolves 310, 300, 200 here from the Vargolf, and yeah, nothing for the Quartz Cart with 100 here from Isabella von Karstein. Here we're going to get 530 from the Glade Lord, with 230 here from the Spell Singer, 380 for the Waste Stalker, 400 for the front line, 180, 360, 600 here for the Glade Guard Hypebane Tips, 580, yeah, that's pretty much it. So 860, 630, and 930 from the Deepwood Scouts. We're going to get 1,250 here for Alith Anar, 1,400 for the Mage of Death, 220, 100, 380 here for 170 kills for the Rangers, 108 for 320, and 45 here for 280 as well. 180, 330 for the Illyrian Reavers, 137 kills for 650 for the Silver Helms, 460, 500 here from the Illyrian Reaver Archers, with 159 here for 650 damage value for the War Lions of Chase. Excellent stuff. So we do go through here to game 5, and it's going to be a game 5 here. Counts only have 5 lords. Only 5 lords, eh? Only 5 lords, eh, Hank? What some vampires would you like to see apart from Ferretta? Is that a question to me, Zypher, or are you asking Hank? Alright, so this is going to be the game 5. So we are going to be having here in the side of the red here, which will be the Council Guard, we will be having the Spearmen and the Zombies from the very good Van Pirates. And we're also going to be having Greenskins and Chaos here from the side of the Cohorts. So it should be a very, very interesting game here. So let's hop into this, guys. Let's hop into it nice and quickly. So here, let's have a little look. On the right-hand side, we are going to be having some Night Goblin Fanatics, with some more Night Goblins as well, with the AP Loonies, with their very nice Fanatics as well, and the Unbreakable status. We're going to be having the Rusty Arrows, with a very good Stalk and Armor Sundering. Over the top, we will be having the Forest Goblin Spider Riders. I really like this position, and the reason I like this position is the fact you can see over the battlefield here. You can get a good overall look. We're also going to be having some Aspiring Champions for that magic damage. That is why they are important. They are only things here in the roster that perform magic damage. And there's some pretty good stats in general, these bad boys. They do actually have 62 melee defense, 42 melee attack, 120 armor with those silver shields. Just very low on the model count for sure. With just, I think it's 12 models? Yeah, 12 models. So we are going to have the Biggin Rogue Idol as well. This bad boy certainly comes with all the stats that you guys well know. It will be here with the Rock Bottom, so it can replenish ammunition whilst damaging itself. It also comes with the Spirit of Gork or Mork for the +4 leadership, and it comes with the Rubble and Ruin Fantastic stuff there. Grom the Paunch will be here with the Axe of Grom, a Lucky Banner, the Great in his ear, as well as the Language of the Boys, with the River Troll Hag, with Mither, Swamp, and also, a bit surprised on the Swamp Breath, don't normally see that, but Spirit Leech, Leaf Lighting, and also Overwhelming Odor. We're going to be having the Chaos Sorcerer of Fire here as well. He will be having the Burning Head, Flaming Sword of Ruin, Fireball, and Kindle Flame. And for the infantry forces, we're going to have some Chaos Warrior Halberds, Forsaken, some more Chaos Marauders, Forsaken, Chaos Marauders. Yes, lots of Marauders with a Demon Spew as well. I don't see the Demon Spew very often, but I like to see them here today. Let's get a good look at these bad boys. Look at these good infantry. Coming with those poison attacks, as well as Swarm Flies, and also Frenzy. So very nice there. The only thing these guys do struggle with is the low melee defense, 27. They can certainly get hit pretty hard if they're not supported. Moonhowlers. So I've never really seen the Moonhowlers used very much, apart from myself as one of Greenskin. So Greenskin is probably my second faction I use the most after the Dawi. Well, let's be honest, I don't really use any other factions apart from the Dawi, but after them I do use the Greenskins, and I've been the only one I've ever seen myself is use the Moonhowlers. I've never really seen anybody else use them, but it's nice to see them being used here today. I like it quite a lot. I'm very good with that fear. So yeah, pretty nice force here. I actually wonder if they get Spirit of Mork and Gork. I highly doubt it, but they might get some leadership bonuses here. Yeah, they are inspired by the ability. That's fantastic. So actually, the Big and Rogue Idol with the Spirit of Gork and Mork actually buffs the infantry here for the Chaos as well. So that's really nice to see, actually. That's quite an interesting one. How are we doing, Harrowback? Everyone else hyped for the new Dwarf Legendary Lord. I mean, Harrowback, you're hearing a stream with Logic. You know there's going to be hype. You know there's going to be hype here for the Dwarf Lords. You just ask Grombrindle, you ask Silent Spaghetti. You look at that Discord and you tell me we're not hyped. So we're going to see here. Who even cares about the DLC? Only people are already here for the FLC. But Spearmen here in the front line, lots and lots of Spearmen with some Swordsmen as well. These state troops are going to stand strong, or at least they're going to have to here for Sigmar today. We are going to have some Crossbowmen with some 3 company militia here in the middle. Crossbowmen very good there with that 6 armor piercing per model. We're also going to be having the nice Amber Wizard here for the Transmutation of Gadon for those Manticore summons, and also Flock of Doom. We're going to be having Volkmar the Grim as the Lord, one of the most powerful lords here in the game, with the Grand Soulfire, Grand Shield of Faith, Grand Hammer of Sigmar, Banishment, and the Jade Griffin. We're also going to be having, I think, probably at least 5 units of the Zombie Pirate Deckard mobs here in the front. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, pretty good there. We're also going to have a mortar team with the handgunners here in the back and the double rotting Leviathans. These bad boys having some of the most armor in the game here. 150 armor, 400 anti-infantry weapon strength here, with also some good missiles on the top. So fantastic stuff here. Let's pop into the game. So I imagine this is going to be a little bit more of an explosive one, and it should be very interesting to see how both sides are going to do it. Yeah, Aspiring Champions are here for the magic damage, right? So if they had any... so of course they would have known they were going to be playing up against the undead. Sirens are a pretty common pick here with their terror, so having Aspiring Champions there are to cancel them, because they come with 75% physical resistance. Magic doesn't count as physical resistance, so you punch straight through as if that physical resistance doesn't exist. So basically what it means is that theory unit is just a unit that has melee defense and no armor, so you just immediately punch through. If you get through that melee defense, you're just going to be hitting nice and free. So hit going down up against Count Noctilus here on foot. Fantastic stuff there from him. Nice fireball there. So big rocks coming over the top, going straight into the state troops. Going to be doing some good damage here. Let me just get my phone out of that slot. So we're going to be going into the front line here. We are going to have some Chaos Marauders fighting up against some Spearmen. Chaos Marauders here should win pretty comfortably. And there's going to be lots of Crossbowmen. I like going wide with Crossbowmen, especially in a matchup such as this, if you're expecting lots of Forsaken, etc. Forsaken are pretty quick as well for infantry. 46 speed, looking at the same speed as like Skink cohorts. Grand Soulfire coming down here up against the Chaos Marauders. Brilliant stuff. Doesn't damage the state troops there, but brilliant damage coming down. Zombie Pirate summons on the side as well, going to be aiding. Aspiring Champion should be able to come through and aid Prince Sigvold. I actually didn't select on him in the beginning. He will be having the Slippery, Auroric Armor, Heroic Killing Blow, and also Stand or Die. So it's like the flame, that's like the fire sorcerer here. It's going to be coming into the back. A nice burning head here across the crossbowman could be quite decent. Waiting here, looks like there might be a summon here in the back. No, looks like it's going to be a very nice Flock of Doom going down here in the pocket. Going to really be helping all the damage here up. No, looks like it's only going to be damaging the Forsaken and Prince Sigvold. Grom is coming in for the aid as well. Grom and Sigvold is a very OP partnership for sure, but they are going to be going up against Noculus and Volkmar the Grim, so it should be a pretty interesting matchup here. So Noculus is going to be in the back. He's been hit pretty hard. He's not one of the best melee combatants. He has pretty good melee defense, but he doesn't hit too hard because his melee attack is just so small. His chances to hit aren't great, but when he does hit, he hits pretty hard. So okay, Transmutation of Gidon is going to come down. Probably going to be chasing the Chaos Sorcerer. So very nice ability coming down here. Flaming Sword of Ruin, given that increased the base weapon damage by 30%, increasing that imbued fire and magic damage as well. Looks like here with the green skins, we are going to be pushing in the back with Grom on top of these bombers. And also going to be having Wrathstorm here coming down on Grom the Paunch. Lucky Banner going down. Axe and Grom really going to help him punch through. Wrathstorm's actually going to really damage the bombers as well. Ferromanticore is going to be chasing after the Chaos Sorcerer. So the Chaos Sorcerer should be able to get away. 78 speed up against 85 here at the Ferromanticore. Also going to be having the Grand Hammer of Sigmar there to aid it. In the pocket here, the Rotting Leviathan is going to be fighting up against Sigvold. And Sigvold is not going to be a happy boy here. He can certainly take on Volkmar, but I don't think he can take on the Leviathan. He's certainly going to be needing to use his heroic killing blow if he wants to punch through that massive armor, but he is going to struggle here. Fireball going to go down on the Leviathan, and looks like here we are going to be having a Grand Soulfire. Grand Soulfire going to come in, a little bit of damage now on Sigvold, not too much on single entities, but certainly very good at dealing damage on infantry. Coming through here, all the ammunition has been used from the Rogue Idol, 60 kills from him. Balance of power is going to be super even here. Shots coming down from the Rusty Arrows here. You need to really hit the Rotting Leviathan. 30 armor going down from him, perfect stuff. Looks like the Giant River Troll Hag is going to be fighting, but that thing does need to get out of there. It does have regen. Looks like here we are going to have the Halberds from the Chaos Warriors come in. They can certainly pack a punch here. If we can get Flaming Sword of Ruin down here for that increased base weapon damage, that can really aid the Chaos Warriors here and fighting up against these Leviathans. It does mean their minimum damage output when they do successfully hit will be very, very strong. In the back here, a lot of the state troops are going to be routing, so we have lost the Free Company Militia as well. Summon Overcasted from the Zombie Pirate Gunnery mobs in the pocket will be shooting in the back of the Night Goblins as well. The very loud Manticore summon is going to be coming into the middle pocket, maybe here to fight up against Sigvold. Sigvold is going to be fighting here against Volkmar and Noculus. Don't know where Grom the Paunch is. Grom is going to be somewhere here, but there's Grom. So Grom is going to be fighting, looks like language of, no, the Great One is here, going for that increased melee attack, base weapon damage and leadership. I believe that's a 40-meter radius there, so it can really aid all of these troops. They are going to be fighting here in the pocket up against the Halberdiers, perfect for the Chaos Marauders. Looks like here, Count Noculus and Volkmar are going to be running dirty hand in hand. We certainly need some regen coming in from Sigvold, but he's going to be looking pretty weak. The only problem here is the Rotting Leviathans are going to be getting shot here from the Rusty Arrows. Also looks like the Rogue Idol is going to come in for that slam as well. We are going to be having a banishment in the pockets here, up against the Night Goblins and up against the Chaos Warriors. Fantastic banishment, absolutely destroyed the Night Goblins. And it's doing some really good damage here up against the Chaos Warriors as well. That's very nice there from them. But in the back here, looks like Grand Hammer, oh no, Grand Hammer Sigmar and the Grand Shield of Faith here going on the Rotting Leviathan. Oh my god, that is dirty, dirty stuff. That could really destroy Sigvold in a matter of seconds if you're not careful. Looks like here in the back, some of the state troops are starting to come back into the fixture, but Grom the Paunch is going to be super weak here. He needs to push in the back and shut down these crossbowmen. But as we can see here, the Moon Howlers are in the back. And this is what the Moon Howlers are very good at. They're very, very good clean-up crew with that fear as well. Very good at coming in the back and just destroying weak entities. So we are going to be having, I think there's a couple of Invocation of the Hex going down. The Grand Shield of Faith is going to be aiding. Volkmar the Grim will be fighting up against the Rogue Idol, but the Rogue Idol will comfortably slap here. Up against Volkmar the Grim. Is that going to be a fireball coming down? Now looks like there's some certain targeting going here on the Rotting Leviathan. The balance of power here is going to be going into the Empire and the into the Green Skin and Chaos Favor. The Undead and Volkmar the Grim are going to be slightly struggling with the infantry front line completely going now. State troops have been broken. The very cheap zombie summons as well. are going to be depleting pretty quickly. The Daka line is still shooting here into the Rotting Leviathan, which is going to make it struggle. Spirit Leech now is going to go down on him. Where is that summoner? I can't see the summoner, but Sigvold is also going to be healing in the back, and that's really important. The more Sigvold heals, the further balance of power is going to be pushing. It looks like here, we are going to be having a very nice Grand Soulfire here going down on the Mirror Guard. Mirror Guard certainly took a punching there. A summon here and some Pyro Deckhand mobs. Going to be aiding up against Count Noculus, but he's going to be close to his healing cap as well. A nice overcasted Invocation ahead could be really good here in this pocket. But so many shots coming in from the Rusty Arrows. They're going to get a tremendous amount of damage value here, just shooting against a Rotting Leviathan for the entire game. Grom the Paunch is going to be healing as well, so having both of these lords healing in the background is super helpful. But you're also going to be having the same for Volkmar the Grim as well. You're not really going to get that healing from Noculus. Maybe just a couple of invocations, though, could certainly sort that out. Healing coming in for the River Troll Hag. She's going to be pushing in and punching as well. Going to aid here up against the zombie pirates. They're going to be going relatively quickly. A couple of state troops going to be dotted here, there, and everywhere. But the Moon Howlers, I didn't see what happened to them. Where are the Moon Howlers? It's the Forest Goblin Spider Riders. We have one of those, and then we have one Moon Howlers. Night Goblin Fanatic's going to be in the back. Looks like another Spirit Leech on the Rotting Leviathan. Perfect there. Halberdiers have been shattered. Banners of Power seriously now pushing into the nice greeny boy favour with the Chaos. What was that there? Was that a... No, there is no fireballs. I'm not sure what's targeting here or not, because there's a targeting spell there, but I'm not sure what it is. I don't think... Oh, there is fireballs, so maybe it is targeting and then coming off it. I'm not too sure. So there is going to be a weakness to fire. So Fireball is going to go down. Where's Fireball going to, though? Fireball actually hits fully into Volkmar the Grim. Okay, good stuff there from them. Chaos Monster of Fire is super weak. They can't afford to overcast anything. That could pretty much be a kill and a rout. Looks like here in the pocket, Balance of Power still holding and healing for the Rotting Leviathan. The healing caps are starting to come in. One is pretty healthy, the other is looking pretty dangerous. Coming in is going to be the Mirror Guard. They do have immune to psychology and some very decent stats. They can do some good work here for sure. A summon is coming in the back here of the very nice Deckhand mobs. Should be able to filter out quite nicely. But in the back here, we are going to have the River Troll Hag fighting up against Noculus. Grand Hammer of Sigmar, Grand Shield of Faith going in the pocket. Very nice here, very good. As well as the Grand Soulfire, which should be able to damage all units here in the pocket as well. That's really going to aid the weak stats from Noculus as well. He normally has 40. He's going to be having, what's that? 70 melee attack here from the Rotting Leviathan. I can't quite get onto Noculus here. The Noculus is going to be having 63 melee attack. He normally only has 45, but he has been broken here, hit relatively hard. He has gone down, so that's going to be negative 16 here for the Undead faction. I will think that'll be most of that shattered there. So it is just going to be the Greenskins verse. So it is, sorry, it's going to just be the Empire verse. It's going to be Volkmar against the world. Volkmar is going to be trying to kill Sigvold. Yeah, I think this is going to be GG's. I'm really surprised Balance of Power is this far, considering... I mean, Volkmar is unbreakable, and that is a lot of health. But... oh, I don't know. That is so sad to see the crab down there. Such a cool unit. But there we go. Balance of Power is just going to be heavily shifting now. It's just going to be Volkmar at the end, and he's going to be getting taken down pretty quickly. So GG's and well played is going to be a win here for the cohort team. So let's hop into the end. Let's change the score there to a big fat 5. Sorry, 5? 3. Perfect. Perfect. See what you guys are saying. Double Krabby Patty indeed. They better have healing for them. Yeah, some good healing coming in. Got a route for the Crabos. Ah, we had some Crabo routes for us there. Okay. Chaos Warriors of the Halberds are so underrated unit. Oh, you think so? Yeah, I think so. I think Chaos Halberdier units certainly have some good places. Lizardmen for sure. VP certainly do pretty well. Yeah, there's some really good matchups. For sure. I don't know if the Magical Summon sound will be nerfed ever, if I'm honest. Fun to see the Rogue Idol for once. Rogue Idol can be used quite a lot. I think the most competitive place for the Rogue Idol to be used is Greenskins up against Vampire Counts. I think it has an excellent place there. Yeah, I think ROR, if you're going to take the Idol, you take the ROR one. It is certainly worth it. Right, so let's hop in here. And commiserations here to the Council Guard. Very well played from them. Noculus here will be coming through with 19 kills, 1,800 damage value. Frontline really struggling here, unfortunately. The Bombers did get shut down, but 770 damage value. 1,100 and 400 here for the handguns, with 1.45 here for the Rossing Leviathan. And for the second one, 93 kills for 1,120. With only 100 here coming in for the mortars. Been surprised there. For Suave, 202 kills, 3,682 damage value, 24,700 dealt, 166 here for the Amber Wizard. Spears here struggle quite a bit, but we are going to get not too much, but 218, 350, 170 for the Swordsman. The Anti-Large Halberd, 300, 200, 120, 250, and 200. Free Company Militia. Only be getting 300 with the crossbows, 207 and 200. Very nice indeed, very nice. So we do pop here with Sigvold, who have 2,650. As per usual, you expect Sigvold to perform very well. 1,300 for the Chaos Sorcerer of Fire. We're also going to be having 360, 140, 270 for the Chaos Marauders. The Aspiring Champions, 420 and 300. 203 kills for 600 damage value for the Forsaken, 520 and 100 kills here for 632. Forsaken, 203 kills is awesome stuff. With the ROR Demon Spear with 115 kills, 1,128 damage value, 1,180 damage value for the Chaos Warrior Halberds, with 184 kills, 700 for the Mirror Guard. So I really like Forsaken. I don't think I see them enough. They're very good outside infantry. So let's say you have your main line here of Chaos Marauders or Chaos Warriors. You put your Forsaken on the flanks, they're going to be a little bit faster and just can whip round in the corners there and get into the nice juicy targets. So we do pop on to Vitterus. We got the 133 kills, 1,868 damage value for Grom, 2,090 damage value for the Giant River Troll Hag, 152 kills, 730, 115 kills for 400 here for the Night Goblins. No Fanatics there. 49 kills for 700, 67 kills here for the Fanatics for 460, 530 here for the 8 Peak Loonies, and only 1,000 damage value for the Rusty Arrows. Very surprised about that. But 343 for the Goblet Forest Spiders, 134 kills, 600 for the Moon Howlers, and 105 kills, 1,900 damage dealt from the Biggin Rogue Idol. Fantastic stuff indeed. Right, so we will be going through to the final here. I very quickly need to put this up. Unfortunately, I think a lot of you are going to see what happened there, but it doesn't particularly matter too much. So we're going to go into the final. So one thing I'm going to announce very quickly here for the channel, going forward, like we had with the other tournament previously. Sorry, let me check this out. Indeed. So, like for the rest of... So, you guys saw the Sun of the Mountains tournament. Now, that's where I got 14 Dowie mains to go against every single faction in the game. Now, it's been one of my most popular videos so far. So, if I do actually pop in here, we do go onto my channel. It's been super popular. I think it's my second most popular video in views, but it's my most popular video from likes. It now has overtaken it with the most likes I've ever gotten on a video, and I've had so many awesome comments, so thank you so much for everybody that A, participated, and B, watched it. I really loved hosting the event, and I would love to do another one soon. So what I'm going to be doing in the Discord is I'm going to put up a couple of factions, and I'm going to be doing another one very, very soon. So it'll be the same format, but I'm going to be picking either Lizardmen, or I'm going to be picking Beastmen. Now, with the new DLC coming out, it'll go out once the new DLC has come. So what I would like you guys to say... I would like you to say if you would like to have the Beastmen or you would like to have either the Lizardmen. Which one would you prefer to see? And what I'll have to do is I'll have to go away and get 14 people that play either Beastmen or 14 people that main and play Lizardmen, and then what it will be is they'll play up against every other faction in the game. So I'll be leaving that in the Discord afterwards, and what I would like is I'd like for you guys to go please vote on that. I'll be doing at everybody, so you should get a notification, but just vote on what you'd like to see, so then obviously you guys can have an input on what comes forward on the tournament. And then I'll also be leaving another section there so you guys can discuss some things you'd like to see coming forward for that tournament. But yes, back onto this. We are going to be going into the Polish 2 vs 2 final here. It's another best of 5, so let's hop on into it. Good luck with finding 14 Beastmen mains. I actually did a bit of talking, Cypher. I've actually already got 10 ready to go. So, interesting stuff. I think I should be able to find 14. Can go for lizards. Yeah, so totally Beastmen, they're due some revenge. Indeed. I will be rolling through all of them, right? So those that don't get love, yeah, maybe it would have been nice to, I wish I'd known a little bit earlier. So the issue I'd had with the FLC coming out, I wasn't, by the way, Logic, can you check Discord? Is it important? What did you message me? What is that? I can't really see what you're sending me there. The monster, oh, the Gorgon. Oh, that's its stats, is it? Oh, okay, interesting. Yeah, 10,888 HP is pretty high, but that's probably what you would expect here from the Gorgon. You probably wouldn't expect any less. Yeah, you probably wouldn't expect any less from the Gorgon coming out. Grombrindle Team Bolt Throwers. Is that your name, Team Bolt Throwers, yeah? Alright. So we're going to be having Son of the Mountains Predator and Son of the Mountains Chad Thorgrim going up against 4 Poland from Son of the Mountains and Son of the Mountains Virtuous as well. So it should be pretty interesting here. I'll see who's on each side and then I'll sort out the brackets at the top. So let's go into the final here. We're going to be going with game 1. Alright, so we'll give it a good pause there. We'll take this off. I actually didn't see who was what side. Let me reload that. For Poland is on the right hand side. Okay, so let's sort that out. So we're going to have Team Bolt Thrower on the right. Oops. Team Bolt Throwers. I love it. Team Bolt Throwers here. Fantastic. And then we're going to be having over here, we're going to be having the Cohort. Fantastic stuff. So let's put these guys back down to 0 then. Lovely jubbly. So, just so we don't mess this up here, let's have a look, see what we're doing. So we're going to be having 4 Poland with the Chaos, and then we're going to be having Skaven with Virtuous. Chad Thorgrim is going to be using Tomb Kings, and then we're going to have the Undead VC here with Predator. Perfect. Right, let's do it. I'm actually tempted to play Beastmen now. Well, I mean, Beastmen are going to be good anyway. I think just because Beastmen are getting extra units doesn't mean that they're just going to be better. I think it's just going to give those that are good with Beastmen more opportunities to play at a higher standard, right? Because it's going to force people to have to think differently to play against them. So, it looks like here we do have a vanguarded unit. So we are going to have a unit of the very, very nice ROR. The very, very nice Lancers and Barding here from the Black Knights. These guys are exceptional here with their regeneration. Very good 62 charge, 72 speed. Absolutely no joke here, these bad boys here from the Black Knights. Over here for the main force, we are going to be having, it looks like Skeleton Warriors, Skeleton Spearmen, and some zombies in the front line with some Skeleton Spears. I don't know if, does the Invocation of Nehek work on Skeleton Spears? I assume it would. We're also going to be having these Screaming Meme catapults here in the back. These lovely Bony Boy catapults. Going to be doing all the best work that you normally expect them to do. Also here in the forest, we are going to have the very nice zombies and the King's Nikesh Scorpion Legion. Very nice there for the anti-large. Good extra armor and poison melee attacks. We're going to be having the double Vargulfs here in the trees with the Tomb Prince and the Imperishable. So the Tomb Prince here will be having the Curse of Jasaf, Guardian, and a Tomb Strike, and here on his lovely chariot with Cetra the Imperishable, we'll be having the Blade Best of Batra, the Wrath of Batra, Incantation of Desiccation, Incantation of Protection, Incantation of the Cursed Blades, the Crown of Nehekara, Unyielding Will, and the Restless Death here with the Curse. In the back we're going to have, looks like a Necromancer and two of those bad boys. One on foot here with the rod, going to be stroking that vigorously, and a second one here as well on a corpse cart with the rod, Master of the Death, the Unholy Lordstone, and also Vigorous Mortis. Skeleton Warriors here as well. It's like a couple of more units with the spears. Yeah, very nice indeed. Very, very nice. Interested to see, not going to see the Necrotect. I think here, if you're going to go all out, you're going to bring the Necro Tomb Prince and you're going to be bringing Cetra. If you go with the Necrotect and bring him his Van Braces, it really buffs Cetra. Gives a -9 melee attack and a 40-meter radius, and then gives an extra 22% weakness to fire damage, which Cetra just comes in and absolutely slams everything. So let's have a look here. It looks like we're also going to be having the Skeleton Horsemen, Skeleton Horse Archers as well. Very nice speed there, 76. Good skirmish. And in the back, we're going to have some more Horse Archers here as well. So it's like 3 units of the Horsemen, 3 units of Horse Archers. And here for the Skaven, we are going to be having some Clan Rat Spears. Lovely spears in the forest. We're also going to be having some Warp Fire Throwers, some Warclop Giselles in here as well. Very nice Warlock Giselles. Give that 1, 2, 3 units of Warlock Giselles. Not going to be seeing the Natty Bobo Sharp Shooters. Interesting position here. They have a massive hill in the way. I think for the Natty Bobos and the crew, starting over here would have been a little bit better for them. I could certainly see them getting overwhelmed here. I think this is an interesting strategy. But we're going to have some Clan Rats in the front line. And we're also going to mix in with the Warp Fire Throwers. Now, we really don't see Warp Fire Throwers much. And one of the reasons is because there are far much more competitive picks here in the meta. Now, they do come with Burnt, which is not really that important for the undead. It is pretty important, but also not. But the fire damage is quite nice. Can certainly do some good work. But we're going to have the Mirror Guard here for the Chaos. With some Chaos Marauders in the backside here with some more Clan Rat Spears. We're going to have the Chaos Warriors with Halberds. And of course, we're going to be having the Soul of Damnation. The big bad boy cannon here with that lovely looking aesthetic here in the background. Is disgusting. But this thing here is going to be exceptional. Lots of magic. Massive amounts of missile strength when it does hit. Very good anti-infantry tool. Here in the front, we are going to be having Archaon, the Ever-Chosen, who's the perfect choice here, in my opinion. He will be coming with the Burning Head, Fireball, the Crown of Domination, as well as the Slayer of Kings, Stand or Die, Frenzy, and all the other good bits and bobs. He's certainly very good in this matchup. On top of horseback as well for that 78 speed, 97 charge bonus, 491 weapon strength, very good shock cavalry, magic attacks as well as that 120 armor. We're also going to be having the Assassin here in the front line. This sneaky boy will be having the Concealment Bombs, Assassin's Trophy, Rival High Talisman, which is also very good, here alongside Lord Skrulk. Lord Skrulk, in my opinion, in the current meta of Skaven, is probably the most powerful legendary lord we have at the moment. That is specifically Legendary Lord. He's not the most powerful Lord, but Legendary Lord, I think so. I think the most powerful Lord at the moment is the Grey Seer, but that's my personal opinion. So we're going to be having the Liber Borbonicus, apologies. And we're also going to be having the Rod of Corruption, Stand Your Ground, Pestilence Breath, Vermintide, Aura of Pestilence, and the Plague Rash. So very good stuff here. So coming to the front line, the screaming memes are going to come over the top. Ooh, nice big hits there. Very good stuff, and hits just going to be missing. The only issue I have with the mount here is the fact that the Warlock Giselles, if they drop back here with these boys, and they actually just get some shots in the back, they actually don't have to come over the ridge, and that is going to force the Warlock Giselles out of position. I'm not a fan of this hill positioning. I think coming down here might have been a little bit nicer to give them some more targets to shoot at. Screaming Meme's going to be doing some good damage. Just like a Burning Head is going to be going across the Skeleton Spearman. Very nice Burning Head here. Absolutely decimating the Skeleton Spears. That's exactly why Burning Head is beautiful in this matchup. Also going to be catching the zombies here. And also the backside of those skeletons as well. Really, really nice. Summon of the Plague Monks in the back, which is really going to pressure onto the Skeleton Warriors. Get in the back and try and shut down that Screaming Meme catapult. Here we are going to be having the nice Horse Archers coming in and trying to shut down the Warlock Giselles. Warlock Giselles going to be firing very aggressively here into the zombies in the front line. Soul of Damnation here going to be shooting into the Screaming Meme catapult, no doubt. But here in the trees, it looks like here we are going to be having Cetra fighting up against the Vargol. Cetra, of course, has that fire damage with the Fire Weenus here for the Vargols. I beg your pardon, actually, sorry, the Vargols are actually going to be on the side of the Tomb Kings. Very confusing here. But looks like we are going to be having Clan Rats, which the Utep's Incantation of Desiccation going down. A very expensive spell here on top of the Clan Rats. Maybe it's going to be over in an era of effect. But it looks like here we are going to be targeting down the hill with the Warlock Giselles. They are going to be shooting here into Section of the Imperishable. Also going through here on top of the Vargol as well. Burning Head in the background. Can't see what's going on to. Looks like it's going to be going over all sorts of Chaos Marauders here. Also going over some zombies in that same process. Here in the back, we are going to have some Chaos Warriors and some Marauders just waiting in the background, just trying to screen out any backline push. Skeleton Horse Archers are going to be shooting in the pocket as well. The Undead are really going to be trying their best here to get into the back pockets. But look at Cetra here, burning on his wheels. They're going to be hitting up against Archeon the Ever Chosen. Now, if anybody can beat the man here in combat, it is going to be Cetra the Imperishable. Big charge there as well, coming in from Isabella von Karstein. She's going to be coming in with the Blood Chalice and the Master of Beguilement, which is going to be perfect at just nerfing Archeon. I love his ability here with the Burning Wheels. It's just fantastic. Incantation of what's that, Protection, and the Cursed Blade is going to be going down on him. Red Fury as well for the extra armor piercing. Warlock Giselles are going to be shooting in the back row. Warlock Giselles are so nice here from the Skaven. My favourite weapon team. They are super duper accurate. They are very, very good in most matchups. Shots coming in the back here for the Skeleton Horse Archers. Looks like there's going to be a summon here of the Ushokti, which will be perfect. Pin in here using for the Skeleton Horses as well. Some excellent stuff to take out 2 units of the Warlock Giselles. Really, really good place here from Chad Thorgrim, utilizing the force here to its maximum potential. Burning Head is going to come through to counter though. That's going to go all over those Skeleton Horse Archers. Perfect stuff, and also going to be wrecking here up against the Ushokti. And coming through even on the crew here of the Soul of Damnation. Over in the back here, looks like the Reavers are going to come with their nice lances, and they're going to start charging the front line. And so we did get some Clan Rats in the back. It looks like we have shut down the Screaming Meme catapults, and Balance of Power here is going to be pulling into the nice Bolt Thrower favor. Good charges in the front. Isabella's going to be pretty healthy. And looks like here, Archeon is going to be struggling. Incantation of Desiccation going to be going on him. Negative melee defense, negative melee attack. The Stand Your Ground going down to negate that as well. Looks like here the Tomb Prince is going to be a little bit out of position. We could certainly fight the Assassin though. The Assassin is out of position. He will do some good damage here up against Cetra, but that's not really where you want them. It looks like Skrog is going to come in for that aid as well. He also comes in with that Discourage ability and the magic attacks. Rear charge here from the Tomb Prince going to really hit the Assassin nice and hard. Fantastic stuff there. Good cycle charging in coming for the Tomb Prince. And it looks like here we are going to be having the Rod of Corruption, but we are going to have the Incantation of the Cursed Blades, as well as Red Fury and Tomb Strike as well, coming in with that terror. Looks like here Skrog has been battered half to death. He's going to be running away, licking his wounds, whilst Isabella's going to come in to finish that blow. Oh my god. Nice fireball there from Archeon, going to smash straight through his own Chaos Marauders and Zombies. And really unfortunate there. But it looks like a lot is going to be terrified from Skrulk. The Eshin Sorcerer is still going to be in the pocket trying to do the damage where he can. Didn't actually get too much of a look on him. Looks like he's going to be having Skitter Leap and also Concealment Bombs just to try and keep things nice and hidden. Skrulk is going to be leaving, going to be chased here by the Skeleton Horse Archers. Going to be trying to aid here is going to be the Clan Rats to try and see if they can filter in and allow Skrulk to come back to the battlefield. But I think we're looking a little bit too late on here at this stage of the game. We're going to be having Cetra the Imperishable just skirting around the battlefield, and he's going to be chasing with that 84 speed here on the backside of Archeon. He's going to be grinding and pounding here, so we are going to get the very nice Incantation of the Cursed Blade. Casting as much as possible is going to be fantastic. Be 56 healing for every model here from the Tomb Kings. It's pretty much the only way you can forcibly heal, but also give some nice buffs here to Cetra the Imperishable. Good armor piercing. That should really help him chew through here. Slayer of the Kings, though, going down here for Archeon, as well as Stand or Die with the halberds nice and close. Cetra could certainly get punished here, but it looks like here Chad Thorgrim is going to be getting away with it. Balance of power here is going to be massively here in the undead favor. But we do see the healing cap is coming through for Cetra the Imperishable. I'm so surprised that's not army losses at this point. But it looks like here it is going to be the Tomb Kings first the world. Burning Head is also going to be coming down, so Burning Head could really wreck a lot of the infantry coming through here. Yeah, a lot of the undead are going to be taking a bit of a pounding there. Some of the zombies have been dealt with. As you can see, Cetra is still going to be fighting up against Archeon. A nice explosion coming down there, and that should really finish off and shatter Archeon, the Ever-Chosen. Fantastic game here between these guys, and really good to see Chad Thorgrim here working alongside Predator, who's been a couple of times here on the channel as well. GG's well played. Alright. Let's have a look, see what you guys have to say. Cetra the non-recyclable. Jabba Scythe going to be fun for sure. Yeah, 100% Benji. The Jabba Scythe is going to be super awesome. Skrulk coming in with the Babonicus One-Shoticus. I love it. I love it. Yeah, Vargulfs are seriously terrifying. Their attack animations are just so quick and they punch through so hard. Yeah, that assassin just got absolutely decimated there in that middle. Cycle charge from both sides. Fantastic. Right, so let's go in here with Chad Thorgrim. 112 kills, 3,350 damage value for Cetra, with 1,100 for the Tomb Prince. As I said, you can bring through a Necrotect as well on a Chariot. He comes through with those Van Braces as well as that heal. He comes in with Restore for that 1,008 healing, which can be very good as well. And if you really want to partner that up with something else that can make it just nice and juicy, you can also come in with a nice Necrosphinx, the RLR that has that fire damage as well. Really aids in that matchup, and you can get your full uses there from the healing. But very good spears here as well. Not too much value though. Just like 370 for the Skeleton Horseman. Horse Archers 300, 370, 500, 1,160 for so cheap. These Horse Archers can do so well. 750 here for the Memeing Catapults. And if we do pop here with Predator, we are going to have 1,100 for Isabella, 66 and 100 here for the Necromancer. And let's have a look at 200 here for the Skeleton Warriors. Skeleton Spears 140, 900 here from the Reavers, as well as 1,046 for the Vargulf, and 1,400 for the second one. For Mr. For Poland, we are going to have 300 kills here for 2,650 damage value for Archeon, the Ever-Chosen. Very, very good burning heads there and fireballs. 250 here for the Marauders, 400, 218, 288. And it looks like here for the Chaos Warriors, we are going to have 200, 216 here for the Halberdiers for the 1,059, 151 here for the Chaos Mirror Guard, with also the Knights, the Chaos Knights with Lances, getting 350, with only 121 here for the Soul of Damnation. And for Virtuous here, for the very nice Liber One-Shoticus, we are going to have a Lord Skronk, 1,150, 173 for the Eshin Sorcerer, with 700 for the Assassin. 200, 400, 270, and 275 for the Clan Rats. And here for the clan rats with the shields, 75 kills for 200, 106 kills for 300, 77 for 500, and 112 for 330. Warp fire throwers forward, 4 damage value, and 70 here for the second unit. 266, 207, and 630 here for the Warlock Giselles. I really like the forces here. I just think, unfortunately, the Skaven were hit pretty hard with the majority of their output being on the start of that hill. But still, nonetheless, a fantastic game. A fantastic game. So we'll go through to game 2 here. This is going to be between the same two. This is going to be the second game in the final. Setro does not serve, he owns. Indeed, indeed. So just like here for full Poland, we are going to be having the Vampire Count and the Vampire Coast. Fantastic stuff. All immediately shooting out of the rip. And here we are going to be having the Deepwood Scouts and the Darwi here. Now this, Cornbindo, do we need to have a chat? Because this is not okay. You could not be having Wood Elves fighting alongside the Darwi. This is a grudging. I might have to put you in my book if you're not careful, sir. But here we go. We are going to be having it here. So, we are going to have some Blood Knights here with the Reavers, the ROR, Lancing and Barding, which do have that regeneration. Blood Knights here for the anti-large cavalry, as well as the Bombers here in the front with some Fellbats in the sky. Just like 3 units of those Fellbats. And the very risky Sirens. Now, the reason I say risky is because a lot of the Wood Elves come with magic damage, and I mean a lot of units. At least 50, 60, if not 7, maybe 60 to 70% of the units have magic damage. So this is really surprising to see that you're going to be having Sirens today. Also going to be having the Depth Guard in the front line. Another unit of Sirens with Silostra. So Silostra here is a very uncommon pick, but I like her indeed. Ghost of the Past for the Damn Knight summons, as well as the Song of Enthrallment. Also Arcane Conduit. Denizens of the Deep for the Rotten Promethean summons, as well as Tide Cool, and also Kiss of the Deep. We're also going to be having Death Guard, more Sirens, and more Bombs as well. We're going to be having some Black Knights with the Lancing and Barding, with some more in the corner, as well as some Fellbats. We are going to be having the Skeleton Warriors, as well as the Rotting Prometheans here in the pocket to aid with a bit of thickness here in the middle. We are going to have some Skeleton Warriors, the Night Stalkers, the Congostine Stalkers is what I should say, with that poison and the extra armor. 60 armor here for Skeletons is not bad at all. Want some Prometheans here in the middle as well for that 120 armor. These boys are super tanky. And here for the Lord Choice, we will be having Heinrich Keller. So Heinrich Keller, pretty good indeed for that Krell summon. He'll also be having the Cloak of Mist and Shadows, Death and Resurgence, as well as Raised Dead, Dance Macabre, Invocation of Nehek, the Chaos Tombblade, as well as the Curse of Undeath, and the Master of the Death. So very nice build here coming in for both sides. A little bit surprised about the Siren summons, but we'll drop into that in a moment. So it's going to be nothing over this hand side. No, it's going to be everything over here on the left hand side. So as you can see, Deepwood Scouts here in the front, mixing in with the Waystalkers with that magic ammunition, as well as the Swift Shiver Shards with the magic ammunition as well, and that very nice stalk. Some more Deepwood Scouts, as well as the Gladegar Spears over here on the left. And in the front line here for the Darwi, we are going to be having some Longbeards, Miners with the Blasting Charges, lots of those with extra Longbeards as well. We're going to be having the Flame Cannon, which I love to see here today. That Flame Cannon does actually come in here with a negative 8 leadership from Burnt. And we'll also be having the Wraths of the Frozen Heart. Magic damage as well as that Frostbite, making them very, very good with that immune to Psychology, as well as having the Grumbling Guard here in the back. You don't see Grumbling Guard very often, but I love to see them here. They're going to be having that immune to Psychology, as well as the Old Grumblers, giving that very good plus 9% Vigor. Dragonback Slayers in the back here, for that very good physical resistance and slow. And we are going to be having the lovely Lady of Ariel. She is going to be having the Berry Wine, Acorn of the Oaken Ages, Soul Stealer, Tempest, Apotheosis, Greater Arcane Conduit, Ancient's Protection, Life Bloom, and the very, very unbalanced Blessing of the Ancients. Here as well for the Lord, we are going to be having Dreicher. She will be having Rouse to Wrath, as well as the Blessing of the Ancients, and the Triple Fanatical Resolve. She doesn't need any spells, as all of it here is going to be utilised by Alariel. For the Lord Choice today, we are going to have the magnificent Rune Lord here on top of his fantastic anvil. Look at this guy. just incredible. He's going to be having the Master Rune of Negation, the Master Rune of Wrath and Ruin, Master Rune of Oath and Steel, the Master Rune of Grogni, as well as also having the Locust of Power. Now, I don't know if that's going to work here. It should work here. It is going to work, so it is going to work for the Wood Elves as well. That's a really nice combination you've got there, coming from the boys here in the blue. So it's like the Wild Hunters of Kurnos here for the anti-large as well. These cavalry are some of the best in the game. Very good here with the 67 charge and 85 speed, and they just look goddamn gorgeous. Last unit over here will be the Glade Guard speared in the trees, and that's going to be all the forces here today. So normally you could see in certain matchups such as this, especially against the VC, you could normally see some Glade Riders with the Hagbane tips. They have magic and poison and can be very good at cleaning up shop against any ethereal units. It's okay, Logic. Dawi allowed to recreational drugs for 1 day. In addition, the law. Oh, hang on. Dwarves watched the elves die. I love it. I love it. In addition, in the lore, the dwarves have an alliance with the wood elves. Yeah, I think they do actually. I know they fight for a bit, but I know that for the majority they're pretty okay. I think it's just the high elves and the dark elves they have a problem with. Well, when I say the dark elves, Grombrindle. So Felbats are coming over. I'm not sure what their targets are going to be over here. There's not particularly too much. You know the very expensive flame cannon. So we do have the very nice D-Wood Scouts. They are going to be shooting here into the Sirens. And as you can see here, Sirens are getting made mincemeat of. They are getting absolutely destroyed here in the pocket. Stalker is going to be shooting as well. Just get the push out here from the Longbeards. They're already down to half health. Lots of shots going down, and the Sirens are dead in a matter of seconds. We're only going to be a minute here into the battle, and we're pretty much going to be losing one Siren already. The second one is going to be coming over the top. Yeah, so this one Siren done. We have some rotting Prometheans, as well as the Death Guard coming in. Nice flame attacks here coming down on the Sirens. Certainly get some more of those Swift Shiver shards shooting here in the pocket. They are going to be negative there on that leadership. Good hits coming in the front there. Miners with the Master Rune of Oath and Steel, making them 140 armor here for those miners. Longbeards here coming with the fantastic 160, I imagine. Also going to be having Heinrich Keller here fighting up against the very, very good Longbeards. They'll hold for an eternity. And we are going to be having a summon here in the back. The very, very nice rotting Prometheans going to be certainly chomping apart Ariel to a piece. Here in the back we have the Grumbling Guard, Master Rune of Negation going down with the armor-piercing miners as well. They're going to be fighting here in the back with the aid of the Glade Riders as they do fight up against the Reavers. We are going to have the Dragonback Slayers really going to be chomping down these crabs to size, and Krell is going to be summoned but could do with getting involved here just a little bit more. Shots going down on Krell, that was a volley to the face if I ever saw it. But as you can see here, he is going to be getting volleyed. There is going to be a Master Rune of Wrath and Ruin, slowing him down. A Summon of the Malevolent Dryads with the Song of Enthrallment here going down for the negative melee attack and negative speed. To counter that, there is going to be the Damned Knights coming through for that summon here to really pop into the back here on the Flame Cannon. But as you can see, look at those shots coming down. And as you can see there, a massively quick kill going down, and that is going to be negative leadership here for the undead. Solosha just got absolutely made mincemeat of there. She just got deleted. But as you can see, shooting in from the trees, no negatives here. You can see the very nice Swift Shiver Shards just going to delete the Damn Knights as well. It's just going to be nice everywhere. Not only do they die once, they're going to die again here. And that, for the majority, is going to be the undead faction going down here from the Vampire Pirates. Going to be having just 2 units of the Rotten Prometheans and the Depth Guard here. We do have some bombers on the side. They will be able to get in, but the majority of the force is going to be here in this pocket. Balance of power here going to be going in the Dawi and, the living favour here with the Wood Elves as well. Shots going down, just decimating Heinrich Keller. He certainly needs to use his Cloak of Shadows if he has it. Flaming attacks coming into the back. Sirens getting destroyed pretty hard. Bombers getting shot onto here by the very nice Flame Cannons. Flame Cannons also going to be hitting here. Ooh, very nice work coming into the front. Really destroying here up against the gunnery bombers. I love how quickly they're firing as well. Fantastic stuff from them. Shots coming down from the backline range, really smashing into the flank here with Heinrich Keller. Cloak of Mist and Shadow, so that's 75% physical resistance, and Strider, and imbuing that magic damage on himself. But as you can see here, balance of power seriously shifting in the favour. Krell is going to be just about surviving here in the pocket, but those Grumblers are certainly going to chomp him down to size. They're going to grumble their way to killing Krell for sure. Ariel is going to be in the back, and it looks like here there's going to be... Oh, and it's going to be a pull-out by the looks. But I think that was going to be... No, it can't be a Son of Enthrallment. That must have been a Soul Stealer. But very, very interesting stuff, indeed. Rasta Runes. It's not over until the... yeah, she died. Love it. I would have been ecstatic if Coast and Counts combined both Sirens and Cane Wraith, but oh well. That's true. If they gone like mass ethereal, that would have been awesome. 67 charge bonus, only 2 away from true greatness. Would you believe, like, so the Wild Hunters of Kurnoss are like elite cavalry, but on foot, Grimgor has more charge bonus. So does the Tomb King Lord. What's her name? Khalida. Khalida has 70 charge as well. Would you believe it? Alright, so let's go in here with Mr. 4 Poland. We're going to have 68 damage value for Kemric. Oh, he couldn't get in anywhere was the problem. He managed to get the Crow Summon off, but the problem is he just got destroyed there in that pocket. I thought I saw him fighting, but maybe not. But yeah, it looks like here the Lancing and Barding getting 300, 660. 500 here from the Reavers. That's really unfortunate, but 870 here for the Blood Knights. I really thought Crow did some more than that. I'm really shocked. I saw the top one, I thought, oh, he got 886, but no, God, he got destroyed. But 255, 125, and 16 here from the Fellbats. 154 here for the Direpat Wolves. And yeah, it's like 133 here from the Congerstein Stalkers. Virtuous, we got the very nice Ethereal Lady. She came through with 550. Really no value here. 200 from the Sirens, 615 and 1,000 here with 108 kills for the Depth Guard, 115, 4 and 77 from the Zombie Pirate Bombers, 330 and 320 here from the Rotten Prometheans. It's really unfortunate here. I can see the idea, but obviously bringing ethereal units to a matchup where you have Wood Elves with just truckloads of magic, it's a bit risky. Gringotts is the best. Yeah, the crazy Snake Lady come through with 70 charge on foot. It's just bonkers to me. Right, so here for Chad Thorgrim. He is going to be having 200 damage value for the Rune Lord, 500 and 550 here for the Miners with the Blasting Charges, 400 and 380 for the Longbeards with 510, 800 for the Grumbling Guard Great Weapon Longbeards, 1,500 for the Dragonback Slayers, 1.5k for the Norgrim Iron Breakers, as well as 1,275 for the Flame Cannons. Predator here, he got 73 for Drycha, 1,430 for the Waystalker, 1,100 for Ariel, 800 for the Wrath of the Frozen Heart, Deepwood Scouts for 660, 1,150 for the second units, and 2,400 for the Deepwood Scouts Swift Shiver Shards. They certainly had a field day here today. 340, 320 here for the Glade Guard, with 900 from the Wild Hunters of Kurnoss. But I love the build here. I love the build. I love the risk, and it's a good risk here. If they don't bring too much magic damage, this can really... Sirens can be a problem for the Darby, for sure. They certainly can. But, yeah, very good stuff indeed. So we'll go through here to the next game. And this here is going to be for Poland as the Lizardmen up against... alongside the Derby. So we've seen this famous matchup between these two before. They'll be fighting up on MP Blue Reach River. And here for Chad Thorgrim, he will be the Greenskins along... Oh, those dirty, dirty Yerks. Fighting alongside the High Elves. Fantastic stuff. Right, let's get it going. Let's get it rumbling. And let's get it seeing here. So for the High Elves, we are going to have some Silvering Guard for that good 30% magic resistance, as well as some White Lions, some Archers here in the front, as well as a Lithanar. So Lithanar here will be coming with his Moon Bow, and that's 300 range with a 356 armor piercing missile strength. We'll also be having the White Lions of Chase in the front, as well as some more archers in the back, with the Storm Riders Lothar and Seaguard. The Storm Riders do not have any shields, but they come with fear and also Vanguard deployment with fire whilst moving. Very nice light armored archers. Don't normally see these ever, I don't think. I don't think the extra 50 cost is worth it, in my personal opinion. But, yeah, interesting to see them here today. White Lions to Chase as well. We are going to be seeing in the forest here some Night Goblin Fanatics, some more archers, and some Silvering Guard on the flanks. In the front, for the Greenskins, we are going to see Grom the Paunch. He will be here with the Axe of Grom, Lucky Banner, the Great in his ear, and Language of the Boys. We'll be having the Giant River Troll Hag. That will be having Mither, as well as the Purple Son of Zexorus, as well as Spirit Leech, Life Leeching, and also Overwhelming Odor. In the front, we will be having the Mage of Fire. She's going to be on horseback, and I love getting up and close with these mages, because look at that. It's just such a good design. But the Fire Mage here will be having the Piercing Bolts of Burning, as well as Fireball and the Kindle Flame. Here for the Greenies, we'll have the 8-Peak Loonies, as well as the Night Goblin Fanatics, some Black Chalks in the background, 2 of those. And yeah, that seems to be the majority of the force here. So very interesting stuff. We're going to be having 1.5 up against 1.5. Yeah, pretty interesting stuff. So in the forest here, we are going to be having some Dwarf Warriors and some Iron Drakes as well. We're going to be having the Miners with the Blasting Charges, looking fantastic here. With their, I love the lanterns on the back. It just looks so cool. We're also going to have the Dwarf Warriors in the front with some more Miners and Blasting Charges, as well as some Dwarfs, Miners, and some Dwarfs as well. Quarrelers in the back with some Slayers in the background as well with the Urkra Miners. Yeah, and that seems to be it. We are going to have the double engineer by the looks. No, just one engineer here. We're going to have one engineer with the, what's he coming with? The Prospector Spyglass, as well as the Ballistics Calibration and extra powder. Interesting combination, but they're also going to be on top of some Iron Drakes with the Rune Lord here on foot. So the Rune Lord will be having Master Rune of Negation, the Master Rune of Wrath and Ruin, and I'm not too sure about the Gatekeeper's Bell. Maybe for Poland here can drop a message a little bit more behind the rationale of that, but I've certainly never seen it being worth it for its cost. But I do like the Master Rune of Grogny, very good with that missile resistance. We'll be having the Bastillodon Solar Engine. I think I quite like the engineer here to buff the Bastillodons, maybe. Spyglass giving 15% accuracy, and then when you do pop ballistics, that reload as well increase, plus the 60 accuracy, making 75 accuracy. Reload skill makes it very, very nice. We're going to have Lord Mazda in the front. He's going to be coming with the Ruination of Cities and Banishment, Shield of the Old Ones, Apotheosis, Net of Amatok, Cold-Blooded, Sunburst Standard of Exotl for that 12%, and add that 20% on top as well from the Rune of Grugny, so 32%, Greater Arcane Conduit, and the Rolling Skies. Yeah, pretty good stuff. We're also going to have some Saurus Warriors, Skin Cohort Javelins, Saurus Warriors with Shields, and the Skin Cohort Javelins. Apologies here, I actually haven't updated the score. I do apologise. That actually is going to be nope, wrong one. It's actually going to be 2-0 here to the Bolt Throwers. So this was a best of 5, so this is going to be game 3. So if we do win here with the boys from Grombrindle on the side of the High Elves and the Greenskins, then that will be a win. And the champions here for the Polish 2vs2 Warhammer World Championships. There's going to be some shots on the side here, so a couple of units I did miss. So it looks like we have some Goblin Warfighter Archers, some Forest Goblin Spiders with some Goblins as well as the Death Creepers and the Morgrub's Mankeep Marauders. I think they were a little bit off the edge of the map there. So going back into the forest is going to be the Giant Rift Troll Hag. It looks like here Alith Anar is going to be shooting into Master Mundi. Very, very good target there for sure. Looks like the boys in blue are going to be pushing forward. A couple of units are getting left behind. The quarters are trying to kite here. But if you're not careful, there's going to be 6 here up against 2. And you certainly need to stay nice and close to your force. Very surprised. Not so much range. Shots are going to be going into the light armored archers and the storm riders. Maybe a couple of shots here on the Fire Mage might have been quite nice. Take out that magic there would be very, very handy. Fireball going to be going into the pocket here. Where's the aim going to be? Aim is going to be going for... it's going to be a miss there on the Rune Lord. Shots going down in the front on the Dwarf Warriors. These boys are pretty damn tanky, so they're going to take that to the face like true champs. Grom is going to be in the back, just wheeling and dealing here up against the Skin Cohort Javelins. He's going to be doing some excellent work for sure. Maybe try and see if we get some Slayers over here to deal with him. Master Rune of Wrath and Ruin going in the pocket. It looks like getting a little bit adventurous here with Grom. Oh, I was so close there for that miss. Is that going to be a banishment going down? No, so Spirit Leech will be on Lord Master Mundi. Charge in the backside here for Grom. Lucky Banner on himself to negate that damage, as well as also coming in. So Net of Amatok shots coming through here. One actually hits Lord Master Mundi. It looks like the River Troll Hag is coming to aid. Fire damage here coming down as well. Purple Sun of Zexrus really trying to aid here in case anything is trying to push in with that. I think it tried to hit the Slayers. But as you can see, we're going to be having a Shield of the Old Ones here for the 22% damage resistance. Mythic going down on Mazda Mundi, Apotheosis as well. But it's like Grom here is going to be struggling. He does need to get out of here. Now, he is going to get away, and so is the Giant River Troll Hag. That does have 43 speed, even though it has been slowed. I think normally it has about 50-ish, 54-ish, I think. Rashad's going to be going down here up against the Iron Drakes. Going to be shutting down this backline range. Looks like here the Morgans, Maggie Marauders and the Death Creepers trying to get in and trying to shut down some of the Quarrelers. Oh no! Look at the Goblin Warfighters. They have certainly been smashed here by the Iron Drakes for sure. We are going to be seeing a very nice Fanatic spell coming in the back here up against the Miners and Blasting Charges. As we do see the Night Goblin Fanatics chase in and try and finish off their targets. Over here in the front, we are going to be seeing some Saurus Warriors with the Legion, with the Shield of Chaqua. I didn't see the Chaqua. Legion of Chaqua there is in the pocket. Ooh, very nice Fanatics as well, going back down into the line. We do have some Night Goblin Fanatics coming through, but they are going to get torched here by the Iron Drakes. Pretty hard here in this pocket. Lovely Fanatics coming through in the front. Really, really good stuff here, just chopping down these Dwarf Warriors to size. He's going to go through their own force a little bit. It's also going to hit the backside of the Skink Cohorts. What is going to be going off, given that faction-wide buff here to the Greenskins, but as you can see, it's not going to be buffing the High Elves here. Black Shorks, as well as the Night Goblin Fanatics, are going to be pushing through the left-hand flank here, and now they're going to be popping into the Cookie Jar. They're certainly going to be coming and destroying here up against the Dwarf Warriors. Now going to be a rear charge here onto the Saurus Warriors. Master Rune of Negation going to be aiding here in this matchup. Also looks like it's going to be a terror route here for the Night Goblin Fanatics, thanks to Lord Master Mundi. Apotheosis and the Shield of the Old Ones going down, and it looks like a banishment here on the Black Orcs. Fantastic banishment here going on the Black Orcs. Very weak to magic, and that's really going to do some good damage. It's going to actually pop onto the Dwarf Warriors as well. A lot of that going to damage the Dwarf Warriors. It is going to go back to the Black Orcs. A lot of damage on both sides there. A lot of damage, but you'll certainly favour that going onto the Black Orcs. Shots in the back, just clipping the Storm Riders. A lot of the range is still going to be online. They are going to be shooting into the Iron Drakes, doing some pretty good value of damage here. And then I'm sure the next shots will be onto the Bastiladon Solar Engine. Big shots there, going straight through the Storm Riders. Looks like it's going to be some good Torching Flame going down into the front up against the 8-peak Loonies. Oh, really nice Fanatics there going down. 2 Fanatics coming in the pocket. Really damaging the Miners of Blasting Charges. Fantastic work there. And so the Black Orcs are going to be breaking. Balance power is super even. It's going to be 1,000 here for the Allied troops. And 650 here for the Listen Men and the very nice Darwi. We are going to be having the Night Goblin Fanatics and the Black Orcs coming into the back, trying to see if they can fight up against Lord Master Mundi. He's going to be super weak here in the middle. A lot of that flaming attack was pushed onto Master Mundi and did damage there. Fireball into the backside as well. Grom is going to come in net for Grom, but the Black Orcs can still continue to push. There is going to be some shots in the background here from the Forest Goblin Spider Riders and the Goblins. You are going to get the Morgans, Magan Marauders. They certainly need to hit Grom. They need to hit Lord Master Mundi if they can. And here we go. We are going to have a Rampaging Saurus Warriors, but we need to get the Black Orcs in the back, shutting down these Iron Drakes. They're going to certainly do some brilliant damage value on Grom. Master Rune of Wrath and Ruin going to be slowing him down. And it's like the Night Goblin Fanatics are going to be too broken here to do any extra Fanatics. Fireball going to be aiming after Master Mundi. Good Shield of the Old Ones there to protect himself. Master Mundi is going to be down to 2,000 health there. And it's like it's going to be a charge in the back from the Goblin Wolf Riders. They're going to be coming in trying to damage here up against Master Mundi. Shots are going to be coming in from those arrows. Down to 1.4. I don't know if he's going to be able to support himself much longer. Arrows are coming from absolutely everywhere here against Master Mundi. Shots coming in here for the Morgoth's Magnet Marauders. Really good armor hitting as well. Master Rune of Negation, Apotheosis, Overcasted Spirit Leech going down on him as well. Negative leadership that's going to cause him to break. Black Orcs on top as well that will be broken to just too much force here in the pocket. Shots going down, just missed here up against Grom the Paunch. Need to try and see if we can get the Master Engineer. Ballistics going down for that 20 reload skill, plus the increased accuracy. It looks like here, looks like Grom the Paunch is going to be chasing off Mazdamundi. 733 health left for him. Shot missing up against Grom. Did that hit Mazdamundi? I don't think it did. So it looks like he is going to get away with it, but hits going in the backside here as Grom is going to just rub up against the backside of Mazdamundi here. Big hit from the axe. And that is Mazda down. Mazdamundi is going to teleport away there, and poor Slack is going to die on the battlefield. Balance of power still super even here. The front line is going to be holding just about here for the boys in blue. They do have some miners left. Some is going to be breaking here. Another Spirit Leech here going on the Quarrelers. They are going to get pounced on as well. Super close here between these guys, it really is. But it looks like here we are going to be having Broken Silver and Guard in the front. We are going to have Master Rune of Wrath and Ruin on the Forest Goblin Spider Riders in the back. Balance of power could seriously be pushed here from leadership point of view for the Lizard Men, but a lot of it could break here if they get too overwhelmed. We are going to have the armor-piercing White Lions and Elithanar coming through, the anti-large Storm Riders with their good melee stats, and the anti-large Spears. They can certainly do some good work here against the Bastiladons. It looks like here in the pocket the Master Engineer is going to be wavering. It looks like here a lot of the boys from the Dawi are going to be struggling. Really surprised on balance of power here, how it's quite so even. Everything is going to be wavering. This is going to be the remainder of the pocket left. I don't think we're going to see much left here. It looks like we have a broken unit of Iron Drakes and Dwarf Warriors. But in the pocket, I think we have lost the Rune Lord. We have lost the Engineer. We have lost one, and it is about to be the second Solar Engine, and that is going to be a big victory here for the Bolt Throwers, coming through with a ginormous 3-0 win. And also here, going to be coming through with the title of the Polish 2 vs 2 Warhammer Championships. So very well played here to Mr. For Poland. Sorry, very well, commiserations to Mr. For Poland, but very well played to Chad Thorgrim, and very well played to Son of the Mountains Predator. For Poland and Virtuous here will be going home, unfortunately, in second place. So 625 for Grom the Paunch, with 900 here for the Giant River Troll Hag, 640 with 617 for the Night Goblin Fanatics, 590 here for the 8 Peak Loonies, 506 and 720 for the Black Orcs, with 465 and 430 here for the Goblin Wolf Riders, 500, and it's like 500 here for the Death Creepers, with 1,350 for the Morgoth's Magnet Marauders. These two can certainly do some very, very good work for their value. Let's go for Poland. 211 kills, 3,200 damage dealt for Lord Mazdamundi, 450, 600, and 450 here for the Saurus Warriors. For the Legion of Chakwa, coming with 580. Here for the Javos, 320, 150, and 450 for the Skin Cohort Javelins. 1,055 for the Bastiladon Solar Engines. 1.5 here as well for the Bastiladon Solar Engines for the second unit. Let's go here with Virtuous. He will be having the Dawi with 110, as well as 530 damage value for the Master Engineer. We're also going to be having 188, 300, 560, and 330 for the Miners with Blasting Charges, and 880 for the ROR Urkram Miners. 230, 340, 64, 300, and also 25 here for the Dwarf Warriors. Slayers getting 923, 964 here for the Quarrelers, 626, and also 1,450 for the Iron Drakes. Here for Mr. Predator from Son of the Mountains, we are going to be having 1,872 from Alith Anar, 440 from the Mage of Fire. I'm not sure where that Spirit Leech came. Oh, Spirit Leech came from. Yeah, sorry. 481 here from the White Lions to chase, 730 for the second unit, 520 and 760 here for the White Lions. White Lions are brilliant in this matchup for both sides because they're very good at dealing with the Darby and they're also very good at dealing with the Lizardmen, so perfect picks here in my opinion. Spears are also going to be very good at negating a lot of that magic damage, so 330, 520 here for the Silvering Guard, 660 with 607 for the Archers, 611 and 308 here for the Armors of Light Armor, and also here for the Storm Riders, we are going to have 430 damage value. So GG's and well played here to the Bolt Throwers, fantastic from them. I didn't actually, who has better rack, Mazda or Grom? I don't want to answer that one, but yeah. But GG's well played, and I want to say thank you very much for Poland and also Chad Thorgren for sending in the replays. It was really fun to cast this. Sorry if it wasn't as good as my normal content. I don't often cast 2 vs 2, so it's a little bit of a strange one for me that I'm trying to get my head around. You know, trying to work out how to quickly go through it, how to organize it, and also this is the second time ever I'm going to be casting just replays rather than doing it live, so it's a little bit different for me. So yeah, I hope you guys still enjoyed it as well, but I'm obviously, you know, looking to improve on that as well. So thank you very much for those guys for sending in those replays. It was super fun here to cast. I hope you guys did enjoy it as well. If you did, bop a like here on the video. It would really help it out, as it does count as an interaction on the video and really spreads it for YouTube, and what YouTube will do is promote that. If you also are enjoying all of the content here I have on the channel, please think about subscribing. And it takes you 2 seconds, and it would really help me here on the channel as I really try to grow towards that 1,000 subscribers, so I can bring you guys early content, and also I can become a partnership here with YouTube and CA and bring you all of the wonderful stuff coming here in the future here for Total War Warhammer. Also, if you do want to join here, I'll leave my Discord down below. But don't shoot anywhere just yet. I have some things to say for you guys. Some stuff coming forward as well. Let's have a look. So let's get an invite in here. So for you guys that would like to join the Discord and see all of the amazing things we have coming forward. Like, for example, here we have the Battlemania Season 4 Week 2 coming forward this Friday, which a lot of you guys should participate in if you can. There's the Discord part, so do hop in there and check that out. You'll be seeing all of the other multiplayer stuff, and I'll be casting more videos like this as well, so I hope you guys enjoyed this. But yeah, take care of yourself. I'll see if anybody else is going to be online here, and maybe try and see if I can send you their way. Looks like Dame is going to be streaming, so I'll pop in with her, and I'll send you her way.
Actually...
So if you want to go, if you Logic lied, subscribing actually takes 1 second max. Oh yeah, that's true, I did lie. So here, this will be for Dame. She's a fantastic single player campaign streamer. So feel free to go hop over there and say hello from Logic, and say what's up, how you doing, hope you're having a good day. And I'm sure she'd appreciate you guys just hopping over there, saying what's up, and then just dropping a like and just popping off. That'd be really nice. Zypher, you're such a troll, man. You too, Benji. For God's sake. But thank you very much for Poland and all of the guys at Sun of the Mountains. For any of you that don't know them, do pop into my Discord. Find the invite there to go join their clan chat. Go enjoy all of the awesome things they have to offer as well. They're really, really awesome guys here. So please go check them out. They are really, really cool. So thank you very much for all of the content coming from them. I hope you enjoyed today's stream. And tomorrow... Actually, it is going to be tomorrow. Tomorrow will be Battlemania Season 4 Week 2. So I hope to see all of you guys there to enjoy that fantastic event with me. So take care, and I'll see you guys very, very soon.